Hello, y'all. I am Diana Brienne. I don't know if anybody's really going to show up here tonight, but I'm coming on, and I skipped last night. Last night I was not here, and actually it was my son's birthday, and so we were out celebrating and having dinner as a family. That's how we do it. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so happy. El Salvador and Ceylon. Ceylon is here. Undell is here. NASCAR is here. And if anyone else is here, I would love it if you do put something in the chat so that I can know that you're here, that you've been here. Otherwise, I will not know. So we're going to give a few minutes and let people come on, because normally how it works. Hey, Renee, it's great to see you. Thank you for coming. You know, when you do a live, I was telling my son tonight. He said, "Well, Mom, how come you turn the computer on?" Hosea, welcome. Well, I think it's or Josette. Josette, welcome. I'm not going to put my glasses on for a moment. So if I get your name wrong, I'll get it right. So I was telling my son, I said, you know, it's kind of a good idea to put it on a couple minutes beforehand. And that way it gives people an opportunity to know that you're on. And you just don't sit here for 15, 20 minutes waiting for people to come on. And he said, yeah, Mom, it's sort of like going to church. You know, you sit there about 15, 20 minutes before the music starts playing and the preacher comes out. And I said, yeah, sort of like that. Well, I am on Grandma's porch, the famous Grandma's porch that y'all see in my videos every day. And the only thing you can't see tonight are the trees and the beautiful backyard because it's dark. And so we don't, have any lights out there. So it's dark out there. I could turn the lights on, but I'm not going to do that. And so I'm here on Grandma's sofa, Grandma's porch. And I like to come on about 10 o'clock at night because it kind of works for me. And I know a lot of people are on at 10 o'clock at night. So I'm lucky if one person shows up. So I am so grateful. I got off of here the other night, and when I got off, it said that over 200 friends had come on here to visit during that time that I was on. So I really, really thank anybody and everybody that comes on here. I really, really appreciate it. And so tonight Wednesday or Thursday? I think it's Thursday, right? I think. I'm losing track of my days. And yeah, I think it's Thursday because I think tomorrow's Friday, right? Tomorrow's the 31st, I guess. Gosh, I don't know where the summer's gone. It has just gone so fast. Hey, AJ Adventure. Thank you for coming. And vamos con Maria de Tudo Pucho. Welcome, welcome. Josette Ale. Renee Unrated El Salvador Ceylon. JB Rance is here. Thank you. Thank you. Carla, welcome, welcome. My surprise guest, Carla's Coalition. And so, yeah, I like to do the live streams at 10 o'clock at night because it's kind of my wind down time. And I'm in my pajamas. And, my son is playing, believe it or not, I have a 20-year-old son that likes Farmville. So he's in the kitchen on the computer that normally I'm on. He is in there playing Farmville. He loves it. It's an old ladies game. But he loves it. He's got this extravagant farm he has built. So, it's better than what some kids are on. So I'm grateful. But he works at a golf course. It's like a caddy type of position, but he goes to college full time. And then I have another son who just got home and just took a shower, just ate dinner late. And then my daughter, she lives 4 miles away. And she comes over on weekends and spends the weekend here with us. So I like that. But she calls me every day and shows me what she's cooking. And we do the Google Duo where she shows me exactly how she's making it. And she says, Mom, you taught it to me. You taught it. And we cook from scratch. One of the things, she has no microwave. Welcome, Un. Welcome, welcome, welcome. She has no microwave on purpose because we don't want her eating junk food and fast food. And, I kind of take her groceries to her because she wants healthy choices and I know what to eat healthy. And so everything I take has to be prepared. So she has to make it from scratch. And she's got all the ingredients. So like she was making homemade noodles the other night and she was so excited how good her noodles came out. So, we cook homemade. Everything is very nutritious. And so we don't do fast food very often. We do healthy choices. And so, yeah, yeah. Um, AJ, I'm not in my, Unjel has a jacket and she will um, drop your link. And my channel is not a growth channel, but it is a shout out channel. And so in a moment, I'm going to put the link for StreamYard in here. And you're very, very welcome to come up and shout out. And what my channel does is it kind of picks up where the growth channels let off. The growth channels are about growing your channel, which are wonderful and amazing. And then they come over here to say hi and come up on screen to show who they are, the person behind the name. And so you're very, very welcome. And I'm going to go ahead and put that in there if anybody would like to come up. So, yeah, so we celebrated my son's birthday, which was wonderful. There it goes. Okay. And he's 23. 23 years old. Where has the time gone? I have a 23, a 21, and a 20-year-old. And it just seems like yesterday they were in diapers, Gazella, welcome to you. Welcome. Hey, it's Gazella Hikers. And Brenda Land, welcome, my friend. Brenda Land has an amazing channel if you want to grow. So Brenda has a growth channel per se. And mine is a shout out wisdom channel. Mine's really a wisdom channel. And you come on here to just kind of talk and get to know each other. And I put the link in there for anyone who wants to come up. JB, you know what? Those are so good. But we eat healthy, real food. And, I'm 63 years old and, I have to take care of my body because most of my friends are either dead or broken. And so I don't want to be either. And I'm out there every morning doing my 5-mile run every single morning. I did it today in 100-degree weather with humidity. And I actually went out at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So it was hot. And so, eating, when you're younger, like you are, JB, you can kind of eat anything you want. But when you get older, you have to be really, really cognizant. Okay. And thank you, Brenda. Brenda's going to drop some links here. And because I don't have my YouTube set up out here, my YouTube's in the kitchen and where my son is. And so you can't set up, drop wrenches when you're through StreamYard. And that's what I'm through so that I can invite you up. And so you're very, very welcome to come up. I just dropped the link. Anyone would like to come up for a moment, just let me know. Mark John, welcome. Thank you. You're from Abu Dhabi. I heard that is really, really beautiful, Mark John. I've heard it's really beautiful. Family Page, a new friend. Welcome. Thank you for being here. So the birthday went great. Today I did my run. I did my videos. I got all kinds of new videos. I did a bunch of them today. And, I put usually about 5 of them out a day. And, different wisdom topics. Today it was about how to grow. So many people are stuck. They're really, really stuck right now. And they're saying, you know what? I'm doing everything I know what to do. I'm putting forth all this energy and I'm getting nowhere. Welcome, Vern. Welcome. Renee, what did I make tonight? Well, I had some leftovers. So we kind of had leftover because everybody wasn't here tonight for dinner. And then we had hot dogs and pizza. We had kind of a combination of everything, plus some birthday cakes. Oh, you mean last night? We went to a restaurant, I had not been there before, called Kickback Jack's. And amazingly, the food was fantastic. Fantastic. I had a salad. It had all kinds of berries in it and nuts and, really good, healthy stuff. And it was so, so, so good. So good. And my daughter had that too. My two sons had a hamburger and my husband had a burger. But it was really, really good. It's kind of like a really nice sports bar, I guess is what you would call it. Mark John, I'm not out here, so I can't give jackets. I mean, my YouTube's in the kitchen. I'm on StreamYard, but I do have Brenda will drop your link for you. And I'm not a growth channel. I'm a shout out channel and a let's get to know each other channel. So you're welcome to come up, Mark John, if you would like. I put the link up there, and you're welcome to come up and tell us what your channel's about. And I would love that. It's a way for us to meet you and know who you are. And so anyone that wants to come up is very, very welcome. I'll even put it in one more time there. Let me see. There we go. There we go. So thank you, Un. Un's channel, I want to tell you about Un's channel. Un is another growth channel, but she's an inspirational channel. So I don't really know whether to call her a growth channel. Now, Brenda's is kind of a crocheting channel. She crochets on there while she is growing your channel. And Un inspires you while she's growing your channel. Now, Brenda is amazing. I think she in her former life had to be an auctioneer because I could never do what she does. She's amazing. And Un really, really, I don't know. Un is just so inspirational that I go to her just to hear what she has to say. Because if you're having a bad day, you're going to end up having a good day after you've been on Un's channel. Okay? So make sure to subscribe. Go to everyone's channel here, if you will, and check it out. Melky, welcome to you. And Bouncer Slab and Real Nature. Thank you for being here. Are you allowed me to drop my house here? You have to have a blue wrench to do it, Mark John, because it won't really show up otherwise. So Brenda is going to drop it for you, or Un is going to drop it for you. Okay, they're going to drop it for you. And Vern has another great inspirational channel that you will love. Now, some of your channels I haven't checked out yet, so I can't fully tell about them, but if you'd like to come up, you're welcome to. So one of the things, I was thinking about today is in my notes, is we are on a life journey. This is all a life journey. And, oh, JB, now you go to Brenda's now. So you're cheating on me, JB, right? I'm glad you go to Brenda's. Brenda has a wonderful, wonderful channel, and you need to go to Un's, JB. You need to go to Un. She's wonderful. So this is the thing. We're on a life journey. And, we have people that go the whole way with us, like our parents. And then we have people that go a little bit of the way. We have people that go some of the way. And we have people that go a great deal of the way. Like my husband, I met him when I was, 30 years ago. And we've been together on this journey for a long time together. And then our children came. And now they're on the journey with us. It's sort of like you're on a train and you're going on this train. And, even here on YouTube, it's a journey. We meet so many amazing people that touches our life and that we can touch their life. That's why your words are so powerful. And what comes out of your mouth is powerful. It can change the world in a good way, or it can change the world in a bad way. And you say, well, my words can't change the world. Well, they have a ripple effect. They really do. They have a ripple effect like in water. And if you listen to me, I'm very, very thoughtful about the words I choose. I was thinking, I did a video, and I don't know if I think I put it out already. Yeah, I did put it out already. Power words, power talk. And, people use such negative words. It's like, I hope it doesn't rain today. Well, why don't you say, I hope it's a beautiful day today? Big difference. Let's work on our problems. Why don't you say, let's improve our great relationship that we have, or let's even make our great relationship better. See, when you focus on the problems, you're headed in that direction. When you're focused on the great relationship, you're headed in that direction. Watch your words. Watch what you say. Your words are very, very powerful. How you say them over yourself, self talk, what you say to your closest of relationships, your husband, your wife, your kids, your mom, your dad, your friends, what you say to even strangers. I want to have a positive effect on strangers that I'll never see again. I want to have a positive effect. Even when I go to other people's channels and I leave a message, I'm now very thoughtful of really what I'm putting down there, because you know what? They're going to remember me, and I'm going to put something that good that they're going to remember. We can shape a stranger's life too. I've had strangers tell me something and it stuck with me, and later I acted on it because I had time to think about it and make sure it was right for my life, and it completely changed my life. A stranger can change your life, so you can change another's life. And that's why your words are so powerful. Go out and try it sometime. Just kind of walk around and in an appropriate way and an appropriate situation, give people compliments, honest ones, not flattery. Flattery is a lie. And people can, it only feels good for a split second, and then people disrespect you for flattery. But seek out something positive to say about somebody. And if you would like, you can start with me. Say something wonderful about me. Diet Spectral, welcome, welcome. Maribel, welcome, welcome. Maribel Health Tips, thank you for being here. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm always watching. I just don't always comment. Multitasking is tough for my old man fingers. Well, welcome, Bouncer Slab. We are so happy to have you. I'm happy to have all of you. If you like wisdom, if you like chit chat, if you like to sit on grandma's porch, my channel's all for you. If you are into gaming and all that, it may not be your cup of tea. So like I say, I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but I am somebody's glass of champagne. And so we're on this journey, and you want to enjoy your journey called life. And another thing I got to thinking about today was the garbage people put in their bodies and in their minds and in their souls. People don't even think about it. People don't even think about what they're putting in their body. We're so conditioned to eating garbage that we think it's healthy. We think it's healthy. But when we really break down the food that we're eating, we'll probably find that a large portion of it is extremely unhealthy. We end up with clogged arteries, all kinds of diseases, not feeling good, having headaches, having backaches, having all kinds of symptoms that probably we wouldn't have if we ate healthy. So think before you eat. And think about the music you're listening to. I was going down the road one day and I heard such garbage, filthy music, boom, 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 next to my truck. I rolled up the windows. I didn't want to hear it, and I could still hear it. I hated it. It was horrible. And I didn't want to hear that. The garbage that's going in that person's mind, I can only imagine what's coming out of their life. It's probably a mess. And the garbage shows that are on TV. I don't watch TV. Okay. We're canceling the cable for the millionth time. We have rabbit ears because we get like 30 channels with rabbit ears, and we still don't watch even the rabbit ears, but it's like for news if we wanted the news, but we can get it online. I don't watch TV. I read a book. I read a lot of books. I read my own books. I write my own books. I write my own stuff. I read my own notes. If I need wisdom or inspiration, I have a whole bunch of wisdom teachers online that I go to that I've been following for years. But usually I go to my own stuff and I listen to my own stuff and I go, wow, okay, yeah, I said that. Is that really me? Did I say that 10 years ago? I have videos up from 10 years ago that were only for family and friends. Most of them are like a minute long, because this channel has only been public 5 or 6 months, and it's grown to tonight. It jumped again. First of all, they purged me after I hit 8K, and I guess they thought my channel was growing too fast, so they purged me 3 times. And then once it went past 8K, I came in tonight, I was out and I looked and my channel went over to 8,300. So I don't know how it did, because when I left, it wasn't anywhere near that high. So I don't know what happens or how it works, but I'm learning. And so, if sometimes I'll go back and listen to some of those really, really early videos, those 1 minute ones that I made that were not tagged, that were not titled, that were done 10 years ago, 9 years ago, 6 years ago, 5 years ago. And they're on every kind of subject imaginable. And I did those wisdom for my children, because at one point, 11 years ago, I had a health crisis. And I didn't know if I was going to make it. And so I told that story many times. I'm not going to bore you all with it. And I'm fine now. I mean, I run. I'm super mom. And so I started doing these videos for my kids in case I wasn't here. I wanted them to have wisdom, to be able to tap into, what to do if such and such happened, or, but I didn't title them. But they're up there if you go back and look. And if you want to laugh at one, go look at one right now. Just open up a different tab so you don't lose me, called Harper Valley PTA, Diana Brienne Style. Harper Valley PTA. That was me like 11 years ago, and way down in Georgia. And so you got to go look at that one, Harper Valley PTA. I know went and watched it. Did. Thank you, for going and watch that one. So I have, so I watch my own stuff. I'm not being arrogant, but my wisdom is God inspired. And I also have read a tremendous amount of books, more books than probably most people have on wisdom, in my early years. Growing up, there were no self-help books, no motivational books, no nothing. So I wrote scribble notes, and they were mine from 6 years old up. And then when I was in my 20s, was like in the late 1970s, early 80s, was when the first motivational books started coming out, and inspirational and self-help. And I absorbed those books like you would not believe. And I bought every single book that was on the market at the time for years. And my apartment at the time was so packed with books. And I had a boyfriend that came over, and I was so embarrassed. Belshi, welcome. Thank you, Belshi, for being here. Shane, welcome. Cool. Thank you. Anybody I missed, please put another comment in while I have my glasses on. And so he came in, and I was so embarrassed. I was like in my early 20s, and I was so embarrassed. And I tried to make excuses for it, but he said, this is wonderful. But he says, I've never seen so many books in my life. And they were all motivational, inspirational, self-help. And that was in my early 20s. And I probably read books like that for about 15 years, nonstop. And Mark Gao, welcome. Jason Hen, welcome. And, I believe that we can heal ours. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a doctor. I'm nothing. I'm just a mom, okay, who's got the gift of wisdom. And so, I came from a very traumatic childhood, and I've talked about that in videos. I don't think you have to give all the details of your life. You can give the gist of it, as grandma would say, give the gist of it, that you've been through a lot. And my childhood was not an easy one. Let's put it that way. It was pretty traumatic. And welcome, June. Welcome. Thank you for coming. And so when I was about 20, I began the healing process. There was no psychologist. I didn't go to counselors. I didn't have nobody. If there were any around, I didn't have the money for them anyhow at the time. And so that was beginning my self-journey of self-healing. And it started with the books. listening to motivational tapes, anything I could get my hands on. And so what I did was I came up with a plan. And I said, since I really didn't have the kind of childhood and teenage years that I wish I would have had, I'm going to recreate them as I go along in life. I'm going to heal myself. I'm going to reparent myself. I'm going to be my own parent. So, number one, I began to be the parent, the child, the teenager, the young adult, all mixed into one. And so I began to heal each area. And so I'm going to fast forward to my daddy. Okay. My daddy was 84 years old before he died. And I went to visit him. And I took my 3 little kids and we went to visit him. And my kids were all excited because he had all these toys. And I kind of thought, why has daddy got all these wind up, cranky up, jumping frogs and talking parrots and all this kind of stuff? Why is daddy doing that? And then I realized he was doing something he didn't even really realize he was doing. He was going back and healing his childhood that he never had. He grew up in the Great Depression. He was extremely poor. His family was extremely poor, and he never had a toy. So at age 84, he was filling in the blanks of what he didn't have. He was doing what I had already done in my life, healed myself. And so he was playing with these little toys. Hello, Chileno. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. And so he was healing himself. And that's what I did. At one point, I moved to Newport Beach, and I moved on the beach with a couple roommates. They were kind of fun roommates. And I would ride my bicycle all around Newport Beach on the beach. And I roller skated every day on the boardwalk. And I mean, it was just great. I was healing a part of me, becoming young again, roller skating and having fun in my 20s to make up for what I missed growing up. The Matrix, welcome, welcome to you, welcome, and welcome to you. And June, we don't have a, June, I'm sorry, I didn't see that. I don't have my YouTube out here. I have StreamYard out here, and I can't give blue wrenches, but Undale will be happy to drop your link for you. Okay, she'll drop your link. And if you're welcome to come up, I put the StreamYard link in there. So just scroll up a little bit and jump on here, and you can shout out your channel if you would like. Anybody can come up and shout out their channel as long as they're respectful and as long as they haven't been drinking. Okay. So I went back and I healed my life. And of course, I'm 63 years old now. I'm no teenager anymore, and I'm no young adult, but I think I am. Maybe that's why I look so young now. I'm stuck emotionally at 29 years old. I'm still stuck at 29, and I'm not moving. I've been 29 for 34 years. 29 for 34 years. Yep, I have been. And, but I do believe that we can heal ourselves. And I'm all about self-healing. Like I said, I'm not a psychologist, a counselor, anything. I'm just telling you about my perspective. And I don't give advice. I don't give suggestions. So I just tell you how I live my life. And I believe that we're always kind of in a state of healing and regenerating and renewing. We want to live our best lives, and we want to be happy. And sometimes you have to reparent yourself. Carolina Hillbilly. Listen, let me get my glasses on. Are you going to come up here and shout out your channel tonight with me? Carolina Hillbilly is here. Welcome, welcome. We can come up a little bit, Diana, me and Jay. Oh, I would love that. Let me put the link back in. And Carolina, why don't you come on up and shout out your channel? Carolina has another shout out channel, another growth channel. Mine's not a growth channel. Mine's a grandma channel. Okay. It's a grandma channel. So if you want to sit here with grandma, come on, you sit here on my sofa with me, grandma channel. And, but Carolina has a great, he comes on at 4:30 time, about 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. And he shouts out and he grows like Un does, each with their own way of doing it. Carolina kind of has conversation as he's shouting you out. Un inspires you, and Brenda crochets. And I share wisdom. Okay, that's what I do. I share my daily life, and in my pajamas. I'm in my pajamas. So, yep, in my pajamas. But I put the link back in. So, Un, you're welcome to come up, Carolina. Anybody, Mark. And oh, here comes Un. Here comes Un. Let me bring you up. Hey, Un.
Hello, hello,
Hey,
hello.
welcome.
Everyone. It's nice to be back here. I am asking you to come up a little bit because I have a friend with me, a very nice friend, Jason Ken, and I want him also to shout out his channel. Anna, come up. There's the stairs. And I want also to come. There is Jason in from Abu Dhabi.
Hey, Jason. Welcome, welcome. How are you tonight? We can't hear you, Jason.
We can hear you.
Tell him to unmute. He has to unmute.
And
He has to pull his headphones out. He has to pull his headphones out.
try to get your headset out first. So maybe, yeah. Hello?
Hello.
Hello,
Hello?
Jason. Can you hear us?
Yes, do you hear me now?
We hear you, Jason. Welcome, welcome from Abu Dhabi. Welcome to you.
Thank you
How
so
are you?
much. I am fine, and how are you too? Thank you
We're
so much
doing
for allowing me
good.
to. Yeah, I am.
Would you like to tell us a little bit about your channel?
Um, to those who are who are no, not who are not know me yet, this is Jason Ken. I'm living in Abu Dhabi for almost 8 years, and I love cooking, and I love singing, and I love dancing, and I love entertaining people. And that's all. Thank you so much, and please do support as well my channel. Thank you so much, Madam Brian.
Well, we will do that. And is it called Jason Can? Is that the name of your channel?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Okay, and I know Un, when you go back off of here, she'll put your link in, or if any other mods are here, they'll put your link in. And Jason, do you do live streams?
Yeah, I did. I
When
just
do,
finished my live. I just finished my live stream.
okay, see, I'll have to come on your live stream. So what time of the days? What time of the day do you do your live stream?
I do my live stream like 1 p.m., 1 a.m. Abu Dhabi time.
Yeah, it's almost about 3 hours before you start, Diana.
So it's like 7 o'clock. Seven
Yeah,
o'clock.
yeah,
Okay, got
it's almost 7 or 6 between that.
no.
Before you, because we just finished his LS now. I'm sitting with him in his LS.
Now, Jason, are you a growth channel?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're like you are a growth channel.
Yes.
Okay, so you shout people out and you shout them out and everything. Their channels.
Yes, of course.
Okay, good, 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 good. And how do you like being on YouTube?
Um, I like it because before I was just started like uploading my videos and videos on singing, and then I just wanted to like to put on it in my channel because I think that the memory of my phone it's almost it's almost done. So I just wanted to put on my channel because I wanted to remove on my phone as well. So a lot of people's viewing on my videos and they love it, and they told me that put more because we love your voice and everything.
Yes. So you do a lot of singing on your channel.
Yeah, sometimes I did on my live stream. I'm singing and dancing and everything.
Oh, that's
And Diana, wait a minute. And Diana, he is working in the salon, in a five-star salon in Abu Dhabi, and he did tutorial about facial, Jason, about
Yeah.
facial. Yeah, he did some tutorial in his video.
oh, that's wonderful,
Yeah,
wonderful, wonderful. And how do you like Abu Dhabi?
Abu Dhabi is one of the safest country in the world, safe city in the world, and I really love it because I've been here for more than 70 years.
Wow. Okay. Yes. Yes. And what would you like people to remember most about your channel from tonight? What would you like them to know most important about your channel?
The most important thing to know about my channel, like, to share my knowledge, to um to, sh- to share my knowledge and support the small YouTubers. Seems like me.
Hmm. Hmm. Well, I'm going to have to start coming to your channel all the time.
Thank you so much, and I'm going to flex your channel as well. And I'm going to
Thank
help you
you.
to give you more bananas. Because we have a lot of bananas here.
Thank you. Thank you. And, I love Un's channel. Un is just, Un, you are one of the most inspiring people that I have
Oh,
met
thank
on
you.
YouTube.
Thank you. Thank
You are just, you come on there, and like I say, if someone's having a bad day and they go on Un's channel, they're not having a bad day anymore because they feel so good.
May I see something, Diana? Because maybe this is my last time I'm on your panel. I'm going back to work on Monday, but I'm coming back and forth, but I don't know when. When. So I just want to say about my channel. Yes, it is a growth channel, but at the same time, I want to inspire people. I want to motivate people because the content of my videos, it's about my life journey having a fibromyalgia. This
Yeah.
this illness is a top one, and many doctors neglect it to diagnose it. So I have a message there in my videos, which you can see how I survived this fibromyalgia, because this is very challenging illness, especially during the winter season. That the pain is unbearable, but I manage it. So I share my message out there who was suffering this illness. It's there in my videos to inspire others. Therefore, my channel, while it is a growing channel to help others, at the same time, I want to inspire other people. So I call it a little bit of inspirational and motivational channel as well.
You are amazing, and the people's lives that you touch and that you will touch through your videos and through your life story, you just are touching so many, and that's why I love you and I love your channel,
I
and
love
that's
to,
why that's why I don't know what to call you. I don't know whether to call you an inspiration channel or a growth channel. So I think I'd rather call you an inspirational channel that does growth rather than a growth channel that does inspiration, because I think you're more inspirational than you are. Your growth is there, but you're so inspirational. And I love, love, love that. I love that. And Jason, I'm sure you inspire in a different way as well. You inspire through your
Yeah.
dancing, singing, your makeup. Doing makeup is inspirational because it
yeah,
makes people feel like they look better. You
it's
know,
an art. It's an art, Diana, isn't it?
It's an art. It's an absolute art. And it's one I don't know very well. I make a mess of it.
Wow, this was a good tutorial. He did a lot of tutorial about makeup, about how to take care of your face, and in a simple, cheap way. Not necessarily expensive thing to make you
Correct.
fine in your face.
Yes, yes, yes. To keep us beautiful till we're 100, right? Till we're
Yeah.
100 years old. Yes. Well, Jason, I thank you so much. And I want everyone to go to Jason's channel if they will and get to know Jason. I think you're going to love Jason. I know I do already. And so, Jason, I want to make sure. And when I come to I'm going to make sure tonight when I get off of here that I go over to your channel to make sure that I clicked your bell. The bell so that I get the notifications. The interesting thing is I'm going on many people's channels because I'm not seeing them. Like Un's, and I didn't see you for like a couple days. And I said, "Where's Un?" I went over to your channel and they had unsubscribed me.
Oh,
Yeah,
why?
I've been unsubscribed from Brenda's channel, from Un's channel, from Gina's channel. I got unsubscribed. I don't know why. Because when they did the purging, when they purged me, um,
Mhm.
after I made 8K, because I'm well over 8K now, and because I've grown so fast in such a short time, in 5 months, five or
Yeah.
6 months, they really purged me 3 times, and when they purged me 3 times, 3 times in the last couple of days, they purged me, and when they purged me, I lost people. I lost people.
No,
And
Diana, they will not do that if you are monetized. It's time for you to be monetized, Diana.
no, I know.
Yeah.
I'm going to wait till I get 10,000 because at this rate I should be at 10,000. Hopefully, God willing, it's all in God's hands. But once I get to 10K, then I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to go ahead and put the app, do the whole thing. But the reason is I start back to college, like you're starting back to work.
That is
Back to college on the 15th of August, the 13th of August, and I'm really hesitant about putting myself under the pressure of having to keep the watch hours because the amount of classes that I'm taking. I'm 63 years old, Jason, and I went back to college this past a year ago, and I'm studying law, and
Yeah,
I'm
that's
taking
good.
very heavy classes, and they take up about 14 hours of my day. So I will continue to come on at night. I will do my little videos, but I don't know how much, And so I will have a video out every day, at least one or two, and then likely I will do live streams at 10 o'clock at night most nights. But there will be times that I won't be able to because of the amount of work. So that's my only reason for not being monetized. And I'm going to bring Scott up here with us. You're all going to meet Scott. Have you? Yeah, I don't think you've met Scott. Let me see. Scott's coming up here. Scott, I can't get you up here. Scott's not coming up.
What?
For some reason, I can't get Scott.
Hey guys,
Hey,
welcome. Hey guys, well, it's nice to see you guys.
this is Scott. This is
Thank you.
Jason.
Hey Jason, hey Ron, how you doing?
Hello, Scott.
Diana,
Kovac.
Diana,
Hello.
because Jason
Nice
is
meeting you.
he has an LS before you. Probably if I cannot come, you can make also Jason a moderator. Isn't it, Jason? Is it not okay with you?
Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody has an echo.
Because it's or then you have Jason to be a moderator.
Hey, Scott, mute yours, Scott. You've got an echo.
I thought I did that. Hold on a second.
Okay, Scott.
I am muted.
Okay,
Is
you're
that
good.
okay with you, Jason?
Yes,
Okay,
Mommy.
you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Think we're good. Well, thank you, Un, and thank you, Jason. I know, Un, you're ready for bed? Are you ready
No,
for
I
bed?
will stay with you. I will stay with you. It's okay this time. And you can make Jason a moderator. Maybe next time he can come also.
I would love
Yeah,
that,
I
Jason.
can. Every
Thank
time.
you. Thank you.
When I'm free, I will be with you.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you're all appreciated.
I will continue, Diane. I will continue to drop down the links. You three can chit-chat there. I'm going to drop down the link. Nice meeting you again, Scott.
Yeah, nice meeting you again, Aaron.
Nice meeting you, Diana and Scott
Jason.
Kovac.
Yeah. So, okay. See you. I'm
Thank
here.
you.
I'm going to drop the links.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Un.
okay.
Thank
I
you.
will go down as well, Madam Diana.
Thank you, Jason.
You can stay there.
Stay or you whatever you would like. Whatever
Or
you
you
would like.
want to help me to be a moderator? Oy, there's a lot of people now. Yeah, you can help
Yeah,
me.
it has a lot, Mommy.
Griselle is here.
so-
Thank you, Griselle. Everyone is sleeping. Welcome, welcome. Triple C and Joe Show, Chalino. Thank you.
Hey,
Thank you.
Triple C and Joe Show, welcome. Renee and Raid is in the house, awesome. Priscilla Bolt in the house, awesome, very cool.
Thank you.
Hello,
Thank you.
hello, shout out.
Now I'm going to try. I'm going to try.
Show.
Yeah, I'm going to what we're doing here. Okay, got it. And so, Scott, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing awesome, actually. Things are really good.
You just did your live stream too.
Yeah, I just finished my live. I apologize.
What did you talk about tonight, Scott?
Pardon me?
What did you talk about tonight?
Oh, so I was doing a grow stream, and I'm talking about how to grow your YouTube channel. You know, how to get views, how to work on your tags, how to work all kinds of networking and stuff like that. Just how to grow your community, like going outside of your community, outside of your own community, and to other communities, and that's a great way to network.
Yes. Now, Jason he just finished his live stream too. And
Awesome.
Yeah.
Jason does more of a growth. He does a lot of everything. It's kind of like my channel in a way. Well, I'm not growth. I don't do growth, but your growth, and then you add your own personality to it, which makes it wonderful.
Thank you so much for the appreciation.
And so, Scott, what would be your biggest piece of advice about growing? Because I did notice that your channel that you were on tonight, was that your original channel, or was that?
Yes. Yeah, so the Scott's Thoughts channel was my original channel. So that that channel was originally supposed to be an ASMR channel, but then I got my Yeti and it was broken. So then it became a recovery community channel. So it's kind of evolved over the years.
Hey, would you do me a favor and handle if you need to block anybody? Thank you. Let me see something. Just a second here. Just a second. 1 second here. 1 second.
Oh, thank you, and I really appreciate that.
So continue on, Scott. Continue on.
Yeah, so the Scott's Thoughts channel now is going to be a networking gaming channel.
Yeah.
But then I also have my new channel I just started, which is the Aggravated Gamer channel. So, and that's just going to be purely a gaming channel. So I have my 3 channels now, but I like it's for me, it's about the growth, right? It's about making sure you're doing networking properly. Like I'm a big advocate as when you're going in networking, that when you go to a channel, you make sure you if you like the content on the channel, that you're making sure you're doing your best to go
Jason,
back.
somebody has their YouTube on in the background.
The growth, right? It's about making sure you're doing networking properly.
Scott,
Like,
wait a minute, Scott.
I'm a big advocate. Yeah, when you're going in networking, that when you go to a channel, you make sure you if you like the content on the channel, that you're making sure you're doing your best to go back.
Hey, Scott.
Yes,
Somebody has their YouTube on in the background.
it's not me. My YouTube is muted.
I hate to tell you. I hate to tell you. I
Yep.
hate to tell you guys this, but guess whose it was? Mine.
Oh no.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's all good. It happens.
But go right ahead. I'm listening. We're listening.
Miss
No,
Diana,
it's
excuse
okay. It's
me.
all good. I've done the same thing. So yeah, so no, it's all about making sure that you're connecting the right way in other communities. All the way down to when you actually go into a stream, that you're interacting with the host for one, right? You're interacting with the host, you're interacting with the people within the chat, and it's all about.
Jason, thank you, Jason, for being here. Thank you so much, Jason. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Okay. I got it, Un. Don't worry about it. I did it, Un. I took care of it. Thank you. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Sorry, Scott. We had a moment of confusion.
No problem. So it's just about how you're interacting within the other communities that you're being a part of, right?
Yes. Yes.
So
And what's your one biggest piece of advice?
my one biggest piece of advice is that when you go into another live stream, you're showing respect to other people in the live stream. You're not just treating someone as a number. You're treating people with respect. And I'm a huge advocate of that, because if you go into a live stream and expect everyone to just want to pay all attention to you, and you're being forceful and you're not being respectful, then your channel's not gonna grow. People are just gonna ignore you.
Right. Right. Renee, you know what? I'm not worried about it. I think this person came from someone else's channel that I know that was having a problem. And there was somebody else, I don't want to mention their names, a dear person, and they had a problem with a person. And so this person, I guess, kind of follows from her channel. And, I don't worry about stuff like that. Okay. Never had anything like that, so I don't worry about it. There's all kinds of people. We'll pray. We pray for people that are, have their issues of whatever kind. We pray for them. We pray for them.
I was actually talking about that earlier in my life. You're talking about, say, okay, so I ended up with like 5 dislikes. I'm like, that's okay. It's all analytics, right? And also the point that if someone's coming into your chat and is showing you all kinds of hate, it has nothing to do with you.
Nope, it doesn't.
Right? It doesn't have nothing to do with you. It has to do with them. It's their stuff. Right? Mm-hmm. So this is why I don't take that personally. That has nothing to do with me. Right? And what I will have a problem with if I'm in that situation, if they do become abusive. If they become abusive, if they become disruptive, things like that's when that needs to be addressed. Because you're gonna end up with fluffy trolls, and you're gonna end up with nasty trolls, right? Because these ones you're gonna be able to, okay, I can tolerate that, right? They get timed out, and if they don't stop, then they get removed. And then you find yourself in a situation where you got to eradicate that problem immediately, or it's just going to keep escalating, and people are just going to continue leaving.
Well, with as big of a channel that I have, and I have a pretty big channel now, you get all kinds of people, and there's people that you don't even know, that are watching you, and that you don't even know. You don't know that, and that's just, people. There's all kinds of people out there, all kinds, and so you just pass it over and you keep on going. You just keep on going.
Well, I was just talking to someone earlier about this kind of situation, and you never know who's behind that name, right? So.
And a lot of times they have many accounts.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, like many accounts.
And they go from channel to channel because the person that I know has been going through this.
Yes.
They've been going. Who one of the person is, and I'm not going to say, but they're going through this right now, and you just don't know. But you don't worry about it. You pray for the person and you let it go, and you block them or whatever. That's just the way it is. You only wish them.
It's just the nature of the beast here on YouTube, right? Or whatever platform you're streaming on.
We're very, very public. We're very public people, and when you're public, now mine's a grandma channel. I just talk grandma talk. But I know other channels that are grandma channels too. And I mean, I'm amazed at what happens on some of these channels. It can be, but that's part of what you deal with. When you come on all the time, you never know you're going to deal with wonderful people. Now and then who's not so wonderful.
And that's all. It's absolutely true. It's all about different personalities too, right? Because that's what we all are. We're all personalities here on this platform, right? So you're going to run into personalities. You're going to run into personalities that you're going to adhere to, and you're going to enjoy. You're going to want to interact more with, and then there's going to be personalities that you want to distance yourself from because that's not the kind of environment that you want to be a part of yourself.
Right. Absolutely. Because we're focused here on living your best life.
Yes.
And building your own best life in every way possible. And, there are all kinds of people out there. And not everybody thinks like we do. Not everybody. I'm going to bring JB up for a minute. Okay. JB's going to come up.
Perfect.
Behave yourself, JB.
Well, I will. I'm glad. Hi, Diana.
And yourself, JB.
All I wanted to say, I don't even need a minute. I'm very, very disgusted. I'm making a public statement.
Don't mention any names on here. Don't mention it. Don't mention anybody from the chat that was in there or their name or anything.
No.
I am speaking only for myself. I am making a public statement that I am protesting the censorship that the weird elements of the government are raining down upon our independent creator YouTube channels. I don't like it. And if it persists, many of us are going to pursue legal action. This has nothing to do with Diana Brienne Fairchild. I am saying this out of my own volition and research. JB Rants on YouTube, signing off. Thank you.
Thank you, JB.
Thank you, JB.
Bye-bye. Yep. And, I sometimes coming on late at night too brings out a different element, would you say, in people than perhaps during the day?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the atmosphere is different in the evenings than it is in the waking hours of in the morning and stuff like that, or the afternoon. Like that's where a lot of more of the outspoken community comes out, right? So that's why you draw a different crowd in the evenings than you would do in the morning or the afternoon, right? So it's just a whole different element of the platform. That's that. So depending. So say. So I'm affiliated with another channel that they're only up in the evening, right? So he's going to interact with much more different people than say me and you would on a regular basis, right? So so the environment's going to shift from the morning viewage to the evening viewage, and possibly on a very drastic level. But that's so depending on what kind of crowd you want to interact with is when you're going to want to be able to do your live streams.
Right. Now, what time do you normally do your live, Scott? What time do you normally?
Well, my afternoon chats I do on my on my Scott Kovac White or my first channel. I do on the afternoons. I only go on for like 20 minutes on my afternoon on my lunches and stuff like that, and I get a light-hearted crowd and stuff like that. But it's gonna vary. Like I want to do a lot more live streaming and stuff like that. So I want to. That's another thing too. When you want to grow your channel, right? You want to find out who's going to be more interactive with your content, with your personality, right? So this is why experimentation is important as well. This is why I like how you do both. You've been doing like the evening ones, but I'd also like the crowd you bring in your afternoon ones as well, right? So
Yes.
so there's the whole aspect of that as well. So and that's all a part of finding your herd, right? Finding what communities and stuff that you're going to be interacting with, and which one you're going to have that cohesion with, or are you going to find yourself in a situation where you're dealing with people that have a totally different personality mindset that you want to interact with, right? So there's a different, it depends on where you want to what part of the YouTube ecosystem you want to interact with.
Yes. Scott, you and I were talking earlier, more privately, and we were talking about healing our own lives. And you probably missed out on that part earlier about healing our own lives that I was talking about, and how I healed my own life, and how it was a journey of healing, and it was self-healing. And I wanted to talk a little bit about your take on it.
On my journey of self-healing?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's a deep subject, and I don't mind talking about that. Okay, well, self healing for me is it's a perpetual thing, and it's all about choice. I can either continue the healing process, or I continue going. I get I get to the sometimes I get to the point in my life where I got this again, and I want to do everything on my own, and that's when life gets hard all over again. The healing only begins again when I reach out for that help.
Yes.
When I get to that point of desperation, okay, this is hurting too much again. I need to ask for help again, right? So for me, I do my best to communicate. So communication is a huge deal in my life today. Because if I've clammed up and I'm not communicating with people, and I'm isolating and I'm doing all the things that were just keeping me sick before, I might as well just be going backwards in the healing process. I might as well just be hurting. I'm just hurting myself again, right? So this is why I need community. I need you guys. I need to know, just like everyone else on the planet knows, they need to know someone's listening, right?
Yeah.
Right. So this is a huge deal with why I have become a. That's why I'm here. I'm here to make sure people know that they're not alone and they make a difference, and they matter, right?
Really, Scott, your channel, you have a way of connecting with people that I've not seen other people be able to do. And you come out with your daily videos, and they're absolutely, wait a minute. Okay, they got another, wait a minute. Let me, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Um, uh, hold on a second, Scotch. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Let me see. I'm trying to get this to go. Um, okay, let me leave. Go ahead, continue on. Continue.
Yeah. So no, the healing process for me, it's like I said, it's all about choice. I can either stay stuck where I'm at, or I can continue communicating with people. Because as I have to communicate with people in my life today, because I know it's how dangerous it is when I do clam up and I'm not communicating with people.
1 second. 1 second. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Normally I don't do this. Mel, thank you for being here. Meant to be. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. You understand? Thank you so much. I appreciate that very, very much. 1 second. 1 second. I'm going to try to. I'm trying to get rid of.
Yeah, I see that. That's
Yeah,
all good.
I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get this. Um, wait a minute. Okay, Mel, can you please, my moderators, thank you so much. Thank you. This apparently someone has multiple channels.
Yep.
They have multiple channels, and they came from another channel, and this is my first experience with this person, but apparently they have, from what I've been told, they have many channels, and so.
Things say I can see all this. Like, this used to really bother me, and I used to take everything personally all the time. Like,
Yes.
this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is a great example of that, right? So
Yeah.
for me, this is this is the mega troll, or the like stuff. That's the situation we're in at the moment, right? So now the difference in how I've seen channels deal with the situation before is being handled a lot better. It is here in this community, and so this is why I want to be here. That's why I want to be a part of your community.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you so much, and you are amazing, and I so appreciate that. I so appreciate that, Griselle. I'm going to make you just a moment. I did put the YouTube up here, so I'm going to make you a moderator too. But yeah, you can't. I was explaining to someone the other day, and I'm going to live by this. You can't let someone. You can't let someone stop you from living your best life. And there are going to be people that are going to come on your channel that are going to create havoc, either for people that are on your channel or for you. And you just
Mhm.
got to keep on going. You got to keep on rolling. And that's what I told my friend the other day. And I have to live by that. You know, you don't let it, you just don't let it, you don't let it get to you.
Yeah. So if so, say I let all that I let all that get to me, that would I would be letting them take away my power, right?
Yes,
And that's what I was telling that's what I was saying earlier to this other individual. You know, don't let them take away your power, right? So
that's what they want to do because they live in their grandmother's basement somewhere, as I always say, because if they had a real life, they would not go around like that. You know,
mhm.
they will not do that. Griselle, I'm looking for your name and I can't find your name I'm looking to make you a moderator. As soon as I find your name over here, Griselle, I will do that. And Mel, thank you. And Menchi BRV, thank you so much for coming and staying. I appreciate if you will stay here with me, if you will. Griselle, I will make you a mod as soon as I can find your over on YouTube. For some reason, I can't find it. Let's see. Now he's got another one. Here comes another one. He's block user. So this person has multiple channels. They have multiple channels. So Mel and Mention being this person must have many channels. From the friend that told me that they were on their channel doing this, they must have saw me over there on their channel, and so they've got many channels, I guess, and so um, yeah. But we thank you, meant to be. Thank you. I know my friend sent you all over. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I don't know why um, it's happening, but you know, just roll along, roll
Yeah,
along,
you
roll,
just continue, right?
roll along, roll along. And yeah, so Scott, you're talking about healing and you're talking about what you're still on your healing journey. And I think for most people, people remain on a healing journey.
Mm-hmm.
And
Like I said, it's just a perpetual thing, right? Because life happens, you have life hurdles, you have good times, have bad times, and it's what you do with that.
yes, it's what you do with it. And you know, I've lived through all kinds of times. I feel like I'm fully healed in my life. You know, at 63 years old, I'm really enjoying my life. And yet, you know, things can knock you down and you have to heal from those things. And then you have to get back up. And
Yeah,
that's what we do. You know, that's what we do. We get back up. And I think keep your focus on living your best life, what you want, instead of what you don't want. If you put your focus on what you don't want, you're
mm-hmm.
going to stay focused on that and you're not going to give any energy to what you really want. So you've got to decide what it is that you want. You were talking earlier about how, um, um, okay, let me just, okay, here we go again. Um, oh my, here's another one.
You might as well get it. It's just try to do your best to stay focused.
Yep. So, you know,
It's all good.
oh my gosh. Um,
I've been in this situation lots of times. Just roll with it.
yep. And thank you, Miss Southern Belle. Thank you. Um, so your healing journey, Scott. Where do you feel like you are in your healing journey right now?
Right now, wow. I'm becoming my own individual. That's where I'm at right now. I'm in
Yeah,
a position in my life now where I'm totally independent with everything. Everything's on me. It's the first time it's the first time in my life I've actually had my own apartment with all my own bills. So this is new. What do I do with that? Right? So
yeah,
no, so I'm growing as an independent man in my own space. That's where I'm at now. I'm growing as a man as well. instead of just a man child. Right?
Yes.
So that's real. That's me. That's who I am. I own that. Right? It's about owning stuff. I'm only responsible for my stuff. I'm only responsible for my side of the road. I used to carry everyone else's stuff around with me, and my life was hell. Right? So today, my life is so much more manageable today because I only have to deal with me, with my stuff. You
Yes.
know, it's all, and it also doesn't matter what you think of me. It matters what I think of me.
Yes. Yes.
Right? And that makes all the difference as well. And I don't that just comes with age or life experience or what it is, but that's just where I'm at right now.
Yes. Yes. And I think for me, I learned many years ago that I don't concern myself with what other people think of me. It's
Mm,
what I think of me that is
yep.
most important. I love when other people think good thoughts about me, but it's
Mm,
not necessary. I don't
yeah.
seek out compliments. I don't seek out people to reinforce, anything in me.
Mm.
But if they do, it's just like an added bonus. It's like icing on the cake, but it's not the cake.
Yeah, I wrote an editorial at one point, and it was called "Byproducts of Our Environment." And I talked in it about say you love me, right? That has nothing to do with me, right? It has to do with how you view yourself, right? What your outlook on life is, right? We're experiencing the total opposite right now in chat, right? But that has nothing to do with us, right? That has everything to do with whoever this individual is, right? It's the same. It's the same thing with growing up in an environment. If we grow up in a loving environment, we're going to learn how to nurture, right? If we grow up in an abusive environment, that's all we're going to learn. We're going to grow up just hurting everyone around us because we never learned how to love ourselves.
That's right. But we have to learn to love ourselves before anybody else we can receive love, because if we
Yeah.
don't love ourselves, we're going to think that anybody that loves us, welcome Cherry, welcome Miss Southern Belle, welcome Christy, and anyone else I missed here. And thank you, my mods, my dear precious mods. I appreciate all of you for handling for
Yeah.
handling us
You're doing
tonight.
an amazing job. You're super appreciated.
Amazing job to come to my rescue. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But yeah, you have to love yourself, because if you don't love yourself, the person that comes into your life, no matter how great they are, you're not going to be able to receive love from them, because you're going to think something's wrong with them because they love you.
Yup. Yeah, I didn't know.
Love me,
I
so they're messed up.
I didn't know how to receive love. I didn't even know what love looked like. I believe love was everything opposite of what I do to now. I do today, right?
Yes.
I had a conversation with an ex-girlfriend of mine about how different people express love differently, right? Some
Yeah.
people it's all like they show it physically. The other and that used to be me. Today, I show my love by showing my gratitude for other people, right? And I do that. And say I'm in a relationship now. It's all about equal. If I was in a relationship today, it's all about equality, right? Like I like to do laundry. I like to do dishes. I like to clean house. I like to take care of the kids. I like to do that kind of stuff. I think I've always been. I think it's always been down inside of me that I've always been that nurturer person. But I just had to find that within myself, and it took a lot of years to do that. But I'm finally finding myself today.
Yes. Thank you, Adventure, RV Adventure. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I hope so. Thank you. All this trucker's life, VX24 me, meant to be RV. Just all of you. Thank you so
Hey,
much.
it's a Gina Ray. Awesome.
Brittany Farm Homestead. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You know, what a night. What a night. Grandma's porch has never seen what a night. Oh, my Kimberly Creets, thank you so much. Zigzag, thank you. Thank you, Van Life with Gina Payne. Thank you so much. Thank you so very, very much. I appreciate it. A Gina Raid, a Van Life with Gina Raid, a Gina, Van Life with Gina Payne Raid. Thank you. Will's Wander, welcome, welcome. Mary Jones, welcome. Thank you all. Happy Place Camping. Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming to my rescue. Coming to our rescue.
You're doing great, Deanna.
Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, Gina. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. This trucker's life. Good evening, 4 a.m. to 11:30 p.m. What a day. God bless y'all. Oh my gosh, yes, yes, yes. Gina rocks. She really, really rocks. And Journey via Lily's Lynn. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh wow, thank you so much. Well, Scott and I were talking about healing your inner self when we kind of got just, Scott didn't get disjointed. I kind of I'm pretty calm, cool, and collected. And yet I was kind of surprised. And so I didn't know quite, what to think of it. And so, just a little rattled, but that's okay. We all get a little rattled now and then. But Mary, thank you. Thank you. But, you are going to deal with all kinds of people in life. And, matter of fact, I did a video called Unstable People. I think I put it out today. I think I actually put the video out. I'll have to go back and look. Called Unstable People are in every walk of life. Mm-hmm. And, you don't know what's going to set them off because it doesn't take anything to set an unstable person off. Okay. They can be set off by anything. And they're looking for something, to go for. And you just happen to be there. You happen to be there. Like tonight, we happen to be here, that we're just here, and that's just the way it is. So that's part of when you are doing these live videos. It's very, very different. You don't know who's watching you. You don't know who is following you, and my channel has, I have been up public just a few months and my channel grew so quickly. I really could not keep up with who everyone was. I don't know who, a lot about everybody. And, I don't. And so you don't always know who is watching you and what their agenda is. Most people are wonderful and most people are great. 99 and 9/10 and more than that are fantastic. They're good people that want to be on here, that want to connect, but now and then you get somebody who is, in their own world, and that's what they do. And it just happens to be you. Just happens to be you. I think almost everybody who's been up publicly who gets to be a fairly big channel gets people like that. Kimberly, yes. And so I think the bigger you get, and so see, Un was talking about me being monetized, and I'm hesitant. I'm really hesitant because my channel has grown so quickly, and I'm trying to catch up with the growth of my channel, and I love it. I'm honored. I'm flattered. I'm humbled. I'm thrilled, and yet I also know that it really, really puts me out there in a big, big way. And, I'm pretty close to 10,000. I mean, I'm at 8,000 something. And I grew 1,200 in less than 10 days. Less than 10 days. 1,200 in less than 10 days. And so, that's pretty fast. And ZX24 me, Van Life with Gina Payne found that out recently. Yes. Gina, Gina has an amazing channel, and people love Gina. And Gina is going to be a huge channel. And I think the thing is, you have to. Thank you, Ms. Southern Bell. Thank you. You have to be, if you want to do it, you have to understand that's the downside of this. That's the downside of doing these live streams. You
Well,
know,
you have to be prepared to be on the firing lines, pretty much, right?
that's right. And so Gina, and Gina has already dealt with it. And so I'm dealing with it now.
Mhm.
And but I'm going to roll right along. Just roll right along on Grandma's porch. What would Grandma say? Grandma chasing right out of town. You know that, Grandma. Oh, you wouldn't want to mess with Grandma. She just
You know, on
chased
the porch with the rocking chair with the shotgun. Get off my damn lawn!
Grandma got a shotgun. Let me tell you, Grandma got a shotgun. Oh, Grandma does. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Grandma, you don't want to mess with Grandma, and nor would you want to mess with her broom. I told the story. I don't know how many I've heard my story. I told it on a video about Grandma. Grandma lived in a little town. It had 10 houses, and it was a little town in the country by a railroad track. And there was this thief, and he kept coming into town and robbing the houses. Fordman, welcome. Thank you. Thank you. And so he was a petty thief, but he kept robbing the houses. So one day, Grandma was there by herself because Grandpa, he would jump on the back of a train and go away to work for weeks at a time. Well, Grandma had 3 little babies, 5 little babies total, but 3 at the time. And so thank you, Melnet. Thank you so much. So Grandma, I'm going to talk a little bit about Grandma because I've got to get Grandma's strength. Grandma, help me tonight, please. Grandma gave me strength. Grandma was a tough cookie. I'm telling you. I mean, you didn't want to mess with Grandma, not at all. And so I'm like Grandma, and I just have to kind of draw that part of me in for the moment. So anyhow, the thief she saw him coming up to the house, and he knew she was alone, and so he opened the door. Well, I can tell you, Grandma she told me she stared him down, and I'm not going to tell you what she did to him, but that man, that thief, took off running, and his pants fell down. Pants fell down. He took off running so fast, and Grandma was chasing after him. Do you know he was never seen in that town again? Never seen in that town again. He ran so far, he knew never to come back there because he didn't want to mess with Grandma.
Wow, that's awesome.
Grandma ran a lot of people out of town. Timmy Ray the King, welcome, welcome. So, Grandma gave me such strength, because she was strong. She had to be strong. She had 5 little children and Chuon Lee in Florida. Welcome, welcome. Griselle, welcome. Thank you. And so Grandma, she didn't let anybody mess with her or her family ever. And so I got that strength in me. It just I wasn't prepared to be Grandma tonight. So, but Grandma, she could run anybody out of town. Let me tell you, she was, I love to watch the Beverly Hillbillies, and I go back. There's one where Granny was chasing somebody out of town. She was chasing. Yep, Granny Clampett was chasing somebody, and I loved Granny from the Beverly Hillbillies. She was one of my role models.
Awesome. That's cool.
Yeah, yeah. Whenever I get where I need strength, I think of my grandma. You have to kind of think of the people that gave you strength when you were growing up or in your life. And my grandma, she gave me strength. And so did my mama. My mama was a strong one too. But grandma, nobody messed with grandma. Nobody messed with grandma. Who were your strong people? I know you had a traumatic childhood in a different way like I did. And you weren't expecting to have to call that part of you out, but it's there. Thank you, Kimberly. Yep. Tonight it was more laid back, and Joseph says, "Can I come live, but just write on paper?" You know what, Joseph? Since I have gone through some stuff tonight on here, I'm probably, unless I know the person, I'm probably not going to bring anybody up here I don't know well, because just out of safety reasons tonight, I'm probably not going to do it. Um, Normally, I have anybody and everybody come up and shout out their channel, but now I'm probably going to be hesitant about doing it that way until I know who they are for sure. Um, since that happened tonight. So, and the person has multiple accounts. So, um, but yeah. So, Save Robbie, thank you, Save Robbie. You missed all the fireworks, Robbie. You missed all the fireworks. I don't even want to talk about it, Robbie. You probably have had it. I don't know. I don't know. But fortunately, Gina has brought amazing. Fortunately, I had some great mods over here, and then Gina brought in the troops, and she's brought in all of her troops over here, and I am so grateful, so grateful, and yeah, Robbie, yeah. I don't know if you've ever gone through anything like it, but I have not. So that was kind of a first for me. But yeah. So I'll have to tell you about it in a private message. You're welcome to come up, Robbie, if you'd like. You're welcome to come up. Um, but yeah, also you were telling Scott who the people were that you drew strength from, and it could even be TV characters.
Wow. Oh, okay. Well, I really didn't have a lot of constants in my life as it comes to my parents or my family. Pretty much. So if you break it down, pretty much my mentors who I've met along my journey, right? I think my first mentor was Mr. Militich in high school, where I was in all through high school. I took baking and cooking,
Yeah.
and he was the first one to actually showed me that I was good at something, that I could be well at something, so, but after Mr. Militich in high school, I there was a family. So after my parents were divorced 4 times, and all my aunts and uncles were my step parents, and I decided, you know what, I deserve better than that, and I moved into my own when I was 18. And from there on, pretty much all of my role models, for the most part, all my mentors, for the most part, have been women. Because I didn't have brothers. I grew up in a family where I wasn't supposed to be a boy. So I was the one playing hopscotch and stuff like that with the girls on the playground. So I've had, there's so many women in my life that I've met on my journey that I've connected with, because I didn't know how to be a boy.
Yeah.
Right?
And how do you think that has affected you? Do you think it's affected you positively or maybe negatively?
Um,
I'm drinking coffee, by the way. I drink coffee with a straw.
yes, you
At night,
do.
even at night. And you
So
said that I'm kind of one of your role models, or you didn't say role model, you said something else.
I said mentor.
Mentor. Thank you. Mentors are your super highway to success. And
Mm-hmm.
without mentors, you're going to make your own mistakes. And we're going to make our own mistakes anyhow. But this is the thing. You can avoid most mistakes if you have great mentors. And you're still going to make mistakes, but at least you're going to limit those. You do learn from your mistakes, but you're better to learn from a mentor than from mistakes. I've had learned from, I didn't have, my grandma was my mentor, but when I stepped out and moved to Hollywood and places, I lived in Hollywood, and when at a very young age, my grandma's wisdom kept me anchored. I never did drugs. I never did alcohol. I never did cigarettes. And that kept me anchored. But I didn't have anybody else to mentor me in the other areas. beyond the basics. Grandma gave me the basics, which were extremely important, but I had no one. I was out there mentoring myself. So I mentored myself. I was my
Mhm.
own mentor. I am my own mentor. I really am my own mentor. But a mentor, if I want to succeed in a specific area, I find someone who has already succeeded, and
Mhm.
I try to get as close to them as I possibly can, and to learn everything they can. Timmy Ray, hey Diana Brienne Fairchild, I got to ask you a question. My question is, can people do a link to their link of their channel on your live? Is that against your rules? I think it is, Timmy Ray. I don't know much about it. So for right now, until I understand it, because I'm so new on YouTube. Thank you, Van Life. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you there again. Thank you, Gina, for coming to my rescue. I'm still trying to unrattle myself, from that. But someone just said up there that this person has been going around to everybody's channels, so and doing this. So so be it. I'm grandma's going to be here every night, or at least on the nights I feel like it. When I don't need my beauty sleep as much, I'll be here. Um, Thank you, Britton Farm Home said Diana Brienne. I have to go to bed down for the night. I have to get up early in the AM. This is the first time on your channel, but I will be back. Britton Farm, I want to thank you for coming. It was not a normal night tonight. Normally, it's a grandma night. We just talk about grandma things, wisdom and kicking back and shouting out your
Thank
channel.
you, Britton Farm. Thanks for coming.
But thank you, Timmy Ray. Thank you so much. But tonight was kind of a off balance, and we can all get off balance. Let's talk about that for a second. We're kind of jumping around, which I don't normally do. But when you get off balance, sometimes things can happen in life that can knock you off balance.
Hmm?
You just have to kind of understand that that's normal to get thrown off balance, and then you get back on. And actually, when you get back on, you're stronger than ever,
Yeah,
right?
I have a saying. I ask people. So you get attract. No, what is it? Attracted? Distracted. Oh, so you get distracted. Well, how do you know when you get backtracked again?
Right. Right. Absolutely, absolutely. I'm going to drop in the link, and anybody who's familiar, like I'm the ones that I know here, you're welcome to come up if anybody and help unrattle me tonight. I would appreciate if you will come up and unrattle me. Gina, if you want to come up, Mel, meant to be anybody that would like to come up and with Scott and I, because Scott was here during the whole thing. Um, you don't want to mess with. The only thing I'll say, you don't want to mess with this grandma. You don't want to mess with this grandma. That's all I will say. That's all I'll say. But wow. So anyhow, hi, Jim. Hey, welcome. And Thea, love. Welcome. Thea,
Hey, Jam TV. Hello.
thank you so much. I put the link in there, so I did, yeah. So anybody that wants to come up and be a calming effect. Oh, there comes Fordman. Hey, Fordman can come up. Fordman. The only thing is, Fordman, we're not going to mention any names on here. Hey, Fordman, welcome. Jupaz, welcome. Hey,
Thanks for
Fordman.
allowing me to come on.
Hey, how are you doing?
Doing all right about yourself.
Well, I'm doing tonight. I'm doing.
I didn't know if you knew that you could, like, instead of having us like in the so close together, you can like space it out on.
Okay, let me try it. How do I do it?
You press on the that last square, the last blank square on.
Last blank, but I'm gonna press it.
There you go.
There you go.
Woo-hoo!
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Oh wow.
Yeah, it makes a big difference, doesn't it?
I like me personally. I like this a lot better because you could actually see my face a lot better.
Journey.
Hey, Journey.
Thank you, Journey. Thank you.
Hey, Lee.
Hello.
Thank you. How are you?
Oh, good. It's so good to see your pretty face.
Oh, thank you so much for coming here. I appreciate it. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Hi, Kenneth. Hi, Scott.
Avengers, RV Avenger, yes, they are.
Oh, Kimberly, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Reximus, I don't have the blue jackets here, and I have mods up, and they will drop your link for you because I'm not a growth channel. I'm just kind of a friendly channel, and that's what we do. Journey, did you just come from Gina's live?
Yes,
Did you come?
ma'am.
Yep. I love Gina's live. She came. You know, Gina. I can't say enough good things about Gina because I told her she's going to be a super channel. She's going to bypass me. She's going to bypass everybody. And
She is.
she's growing.
Gina is what you see,
Thanks.
is what you get with Gina. She's the real deal.
Yep.
And we are friends in real life now, and she's really added a lot to my world. So I am happy to call her a friend.
Oh, she is absolutely amazing. She's helpful. She's got a heart of gold, and she was kind enough to come to my rescue tonight with all of you. She brought the troops in.
Yep. Yep.
She brought the troops
Yep.
in.
We sent Mint to be over first as Gina was signing off of hers, and there she is. I see her in there now. We were backstage watching you, and she had to go run a little errand, so I jumped off right quick and come up here with you.
You know what? Thank you. Journey, have you ever had to deal with any anything difficult on your channel?
I have, and mine usually happen when I go live, and I have to tell you that I really step back from the lives. It's just I know you have to be really tough and face those kind of things, but for me, I was just kind of like, this is not making my YouTube experience fun.
Yes.
So I just stepped back and was doing my videos, my regular videos.
And then
And that's what worked better for me.
What was your worst experience?
Just getting slammed in a live one night, kind of like what you experienced, and it's like, where do they come from, and why do they hate on you, and what, and I was called a racist, and I was called, a lot of bad things, and you're just like, I'm just up here chit chatting. I don't know, you don't understand what causes them to have that reaction to you, but evidently I've learned that people like that, is they have nothing better to do, and this is how they get their kicks.
They see people succeeding, and they don't want to see other people succeeding because their life is crap.
Yeah, that's right. And I think the last live I did, I ended up with 6 thumbs down, and I was just like, let me just take a step back from lives and just concentrate on.
Like I just got off mine and ended up with 5 dislikes, and I'm like, woohoo! Oh, it's all in order. Right?
I know. I think I can probably.
I've been around the block here on YouTube a few times already, right? So
yeah.
I'm used to the personalities that I know I'm going to run into eventually anyway, right?
Yeah.
So and that's like I was saying what I was saying before. It's like, what do you do with it? Do you let it affect you personally, right? Or do you roll with it and say, okay, well, you know what? Am I gonna let that wreck my day, or am I gonna say, hey, you know what? Maybe Jordan has just having a bad day. Right?
Yeah, and I agree with that, Scott. I agree with that 100%. And I could have continued on, but I had other issues too. I was having some bad internet issues and having a hard time keeping a signal anyway. And I just went, sometimes somebody above just kind of whispers something at you, and I'm like, okay, I'll get back to what it is you want me to be doing. And it wasn't lives. So Yeah.
No, and the
So
universe is
for
going to
me,
say,
it was
hey,
a whole different. Yeah. For me, it was a whole different thing. There's our girl.
hey, there's
Hey,
Gina.
Hey guys. Hey,
Hey,
hey.
we'll have to come up with a new name for you, Gina, like the rescuer, or like
Well, I
what's
tell
the
you,
police?
all these people that followed me over here, they're all very loyal to me. And I said you needed help, and so we all came over. Meant to be it was first, but yeah, I felt
And
bad
then
for you.
Nell came in next. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Gina, thank you for sending such wonderful, wonderful friends and support over here. Because we were just kind of going about things normally, Gina, and having our chit chat. And then, I mean, the stuff that got put in there, it's been deleted now and blocked.
Yeah,
But it wasn't like normal uh, troll
Troll.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
it's like
you're
normal
going to
troll stuff.
get trolls and you're going to get nasty trolls.
It
oh,
So,
wasn't.
that's okay. We don't need them, and we're up here. We're doing the right thing, and I did the right thing, and they came down on me, so it's all good. They don't matter to me, and
no,
and I'll tell you, all of this community, all of my community, have called and emailed me to make sure I was okay,
yep,
and
yep.
because I did get death threats, and they had my address, so
Gina, that's what I thought, because apparently that's what was said. That's what was said too. So,
yeah,
I think I have a feeling it may be kind of, because it's multiple channels. It's somebody with multiple channels.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um, and so that was my first experience ever. So I have to,
Now, it is possibly a group as well. The person may not be acting alone.
yes,
So,
Yeah,
There's a
and
lot
just
of factors that can go into it, right?
yeah.
that
but
could be.
you know what? There's nothing but great channels up here, and you know what? And
Yeah,
that's what we need to
absolutely.
talk about. None of
Yeah.
that. None of those guys. Those guys don't matter. I got good. You got good people in your chat that can block them, and they don't
Yep.
matter. And you know what? It's just somebody behind a computer trying to make somebody have a bad day. So
That's
Yeah.
right.
You just
and
gotta
the
stick
great
with the
and the
winners,
great
right?
and the great words of Lily or Lily Lynn's there. Well, we won't say it, but just help them. F them. We're all good.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know what, Tina? I have to say this too. The other day when I hit my 8K, and they kept purging me, and then I kept going up, and then they kept purging me,
Yep.
and I said, you know what? I believe that between 8K and 9K is where my lessons lie. That I feel
Mm-hmm.
like I'm going to, because my channel is now not a small channel.
No.
And I mean, and I feel like it's coming to a place where my lessons are, I think when you get over 500 people on your channel, or 250 people, your channel becomes a big channel. I do. I think when you hit that 200, I noticed when I went from just friends and I hit 250, when I first came out, 250 subscribers, I felt my channel. That's when my channel became a big channel. I think anything over 250 is more than a person can realistically understand and comprehend.
Yeah.
And so you become a big channel when you get over 250 subscribers. And so, I feel like now I'm going to grow between 8 and 9. I feel like I'm going to learn a lot of life lessons in here, but I hope they're will push me forward.
Yeah.
Meant to
No,
be has it. Meant to be has it said right there. Meant to be Arvine. Absolutely, do not let them steal your joy and keep the show rolling. That's what you got to do.
And I
I
have
did
to say, Meant to Be is the queen at keeping that show rolling.
rolling. Yeah.
She's
Yes,
great at that.
yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
and I do want to shout her, all my community, but her and Lily Lynn set up with me all night long that night that this happened on a backstage like this. So I wasn't alone. I love these guys. And then all my community was calling me and checking on me and emailing me. So you know what? They all had good advice and they showed me love, and I didn't miss a beat. I just didn't get on YouTube and chat for a day. That was the only thing I missed was chatting because I didn't want to draw anybody into anybody's chats. So,
Right.
but they haven't
Hey,
came to
thank you, Auntie
mind.
Celeste. I
So,
really appreciate that.
and
Well,
so anyway,
apparently I just kept
I'm
following.
lucky to have this. I'm lucky to have this camaraderie and this this group of army that just came with me over here to, and we wanted
Oh
to show
my
you
God.
love. We wanted to show you love and support, my friend.
Oh, Gina, you've all touched, every one of you have touched my heart tonight, and it was just an unexpected event and suddenly, and I thank you, Gina, first of all, because you are amazing. And I thank everyone that came over to my rescue. I thank you, thank you so very, very much. I really, really do. And, I don't know what to say other than thank you. You're all amazing and you're all wonderful. And Gina, one of the things I love about your channel is that, you made your 1K about what, 2, 3 weeks ago, but
Yeah.
you have such an enormous following. You're like Carla's not here right now, but Carla has she's over 1,000, she's over 1K, and she has this tremendous following. And I can only imagine what you're going to look like at 10K, Gina. I can only imagine,
Thank
because
you.
you have quality and you have people that have become your friends.
Oh
Okay.
yeah,
You're not
that's
surprised
where.
you're friends.
Yeah, that's where I'm very fortunate at. I can honestly say I have a lot of non-content subscribers, which they're the cream of the crop. They make you feel good because they don't have skin in it. They're watching us because they like us. You know, and and then I have all these other channels that I most of them know my phone number or my email or my on Facebook, and they check on me and they worry about me. And I had I think it was Artist on the Road said, I haven't seen you in 2 days, are you okay? Because I try to be in everybody's chat. And so I love them all. I am probably the most fortunate person I know with all these people that support me and a part of my channel and a part of my journey in this. And I love them all. And it's like I didn't have to spend a minute alone when I was stressing out the other night because I had meant to be on a back screen with me. Journey via Lily Lynn's on back screen with me, and they said we'll just have a slumber party.
Yeah.
Go to sleep when you need to. We're here.
Yeah.
That's
I
awesome.
love them all, and and so many of them have supported my channel and helped me out with things. Mel Nettie Living Free Zip Colas, they've all supported my channel with their hearts and their thumbs ups and whatever else. They just show me love every day they come to my channel, and I love them. And I get lonely if I'm not on YouTube for a day. I'll tell you.
Absolutely. And you know what did when we were talking, Gina, and I said to you, I said, Gina, and I'm going to take my own advice. I said, Gina, don't let this stop you.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. Yep.
And
Very,
and I
I was.
hear my words. I have to, you're going to have to repeat those words back to me. Don't let it stop you. Don't let it stop
Don't
you.
because it's not if I had the subscribers you have, girl, this wouldn't even slowed me down a bit. I'm telling you, you got a great channel, you got great advice every day. And Diana, she's another loyal supporter. She watches my videos. She tells me, I'm watching your videos, it's the end of my day, I'm here to relax. And I haven't been doing that many videos lately, but I will be getting back to that. I just been doing a lot of lives to help my hours. I'm only about
mhm.
1,000 away, so
Oh my
That's
goodness.
awesome. Right
Oh my
yeah.
on.
God.
So
We'll do everything we can
getting
to help you get there. We'll do everything we can. See, for
thank
me,
you, Diane.
for me, I don't want to be monetized yet. Even like I said, I'll do. One of the reasons I'm nervous about 10K is because I told everybody at 10K I will go ahead and get monetized. But that scares me because I really don't know if I can keep the hours going once I become monetized because I go to college full time. So I'm kind of like, do I really, So I feel like, as you grow your channel and as you get to be a big channel and Gina, you're going to be a super channel. As you grow your channel, there's going to be a lot of life lessons. And for me, this is one I had not had. A lot of people had, but I had never had this lesson. And so I had to go through this. It's kind of,
Yep.
they always say right before you have your breakthrough, you will meet up with adversity. And
Yep.
yeah, you will meet up with adversity. That and then your breakthrough
Yeah.
comes.
This
And
is true.
so I had to learn this lesson because what would have happened if I was at 20,000 or whatever, and would that have rattled me? Because I'm going to have a lot more. I mean, more than what happened tonight. It's you look at the big channels and they get this stuff all the time. They get this all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
You grow thick skin quick.
Yeah, yeah. And like I said, it wasn't me necessarily. I was worried about. They had family members' addresses, and that just freaked me out a little bit. It set me off. It set me off enough where I couldn't sleep, and it
Yeah.
was just too much stress. And then I forgot to take my meds, and then I couldn't sleep, and then I was so tired I couldn't sleep. And finally, meant to be talked me to sleep on a back screener. She goes, "You just need to go to sleep. Shut your eyes and go to sleep."
Yes.
But,
Yes.
I don't, and you shout my channel out all the time. You always gives me such compliments, and I feel the same for you. You've helped me so much in this, and I've watched you grow even bigger, and I dig your channel a lot. And I'm telling you guys, Brianna, she's just not about advice. This girl watches all kinds of channels. She
Yeah.
turned me onto a channel called Scuffed Van Life,
Oh,
and I love them. And they're scuffed, that's true, but they're awesome, and you just fall in love with them when you watch them. This lady watches all kinds of channels, and she's very loyal, and that's what it's all about.
Oh, I even go, I do go on every channel because that's part of, I don't recommend that to everybody, but that's part of how I grow wisdom wise.
Hey,
And
everything spicy's in the house. Holy
welcome,
hell!
welcome.
Welcome, everything spicy.
Welcome,
Holy
everything.
hell, that's awesome.
You missed all the big events. You missed it.
Whoa! Party people in the house.
Yeah.
What?
And Everything Spicy is here. Everything Spicy has a great channel. And for those of you, check each other's channels out here tonight. I always invite anybody that I know to come up because you're welcome to come up and shout your channel out. Anyone I don't know, I'm not going to invite you up tonight after what happened. But, because I don't know, one of my friends, she had somebody come up and she didn't know them and they were naked.
Oh boy.
I've heard of that happening. That's pretty frightening to think of that. And if they're behind the bubble and they're not showing their face, don't let them up. Period. Unless you know their channel for certain.
Yeah.
But if you know them, they're going to show their face most likely. I mean, most of us don't come up in the bubble. We may go behind the bubble after we're in the live for just a minute,
Yes.
But if they're not showing their face down there in the basement, y'all don't let them in. Just don't do it.
And I do want to say all the people that followed me over here, they are all good channels. And if any of y'all don't have them, go check them out. They're very loyal. And the thing to do is when you go watch a channel, go check a channel out, watch a video, leave a comment pertaining to the video, let them know who sent you, and subscribe. That's the way to do it.
Oh, I love Troy Sean's comment.
I will be right back.
But nothing but good channels came over here. I'm telling you guys, and they are most of them are my mods. I have a lot of mods, and they're awesome. Yeah, but most of these guys that came over are my mods, and so when I seen that was going on, I said, let's just go over there. And
and also too, I think coming on here by myself, which I do, I think that kind of makes me more vulnerable. And I think so. I think that's one of the things I probably need to rethink as I go forward is maybe I don't really want to come on here. Sometimes I come on here and I don't even have any mods in place. I'm just kind of like here coming on. And I think I need to be maybe a little bit more thoughtful about this.
I have a lot of mods in case some of mine can't come. And when I'm shouting channels out, I tend to I'll mod a lot of people. But I will not be modding new people to that come into my stream unless they've been there a few times, and some of my mods have checked them out. That's what I'm starting to do. But I have wonderful mods, and when I said you were having trouble, we all jumped over here. So
Yeah.
And if you have to come up by yourself, Diana, I mean, try and let Gina know or something, and maybe if she's busy, maybe I can come up and help, or
Well, I felt
you
bad.
might be
Okay, so
available, or we can kind of spider web it out and just try and get in here and help you out.
Thank you, Scott. You've been wonderful. Scott was amazing. I think Scott handled it really well. Scott handled it. He did really well. He never missed a beat. But it's just, yeah, I don't want to come on here by myself. Like, Scott didn't come until later. So
yeah, I know.
you
I
came a little bit later.
realized what time it was. I'm like, crap.
Yeah, you came in
You missed all the fun, huh?
well, he thought it was here for part of it, yeah. So, but anybody that I recognize can friend me over on Facebook. I have the very same name now. I don't, because of this, I'm not going to friend people I don't know.
Yeah.
But if you want to friend me, you're very, very welcome. That way we can communicate. But I also, I have a public page which is called Everyday Words of Wisdom, and I can get messages there too. It's called Diana Brienne Fairchild, Everyday Words of Wisdom. And yeah, Everyday Words of Wisdom, I think that's what it's called. And so you can go there too, and I get messages there too. But
Diana, I want to tell you too, my Facebook is on lockdown because a lot of this stuff came into my messenger from people I didn't know. And so I locked everything down on my Facebook. So you
can
might
you
want
still
to make sure.
communicate though? Can you still communicate? Like, yeah, you can still communicate with me.
Yeah,
though,
but
right?
I had kind of more of an open Facebook, as in I friended people that I didn't know, before this, but the threats came in through there, through Messenger, and yeah,
Probably,
they were
it wouldn't
they were
surprise me.
serious threats.
Hey,
Yes.
Jean TV, thank you so much. I'm not on the YouTube side, so I can't chat. I can't type in the chat right now, but I'll see you. I'll come visit your house as well.
But
I
never let it get you down. You're going to be offset when you get off here tonight. You're going to be kind of offset a little bit about it. But I'm telling you, these people are stuck behind a computer. They can't get to you. They're too lazy to get. They're too lazy to get to you.
Yeah,
For one.
don't let them
So-
get in your head.
Well, we all live in the South, and people don't like to mess with people in the South. I remember there's one far from here.
Yeah.
There's a big farm. There's a big farm from not too far from here, and it's a really nice farm. But they've got this huge sign in their yard, and they said, "Don't cross the property. We don't call 911." Right? We don't call 911 here, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
and so you don't want to mess with the Southern grandma, is all I'll say. But it just that's what happens. That's what happens, and you just keep on pressing through. I come on here and share wisdom, and that was always my reason for having a channel, was to share my daily insights and my gift, because I know that there are people out there that my words will affect in a positive way. I don't give advice or suggestions, but I do inspire, and we all inspire. Yes, Journey.
I'm saying peace to Jean. Sorry, I'll do that every now and then. I think, I'll see something in the chat and I don't want to interrupt. Sorry, there I was interrupting.
I don't see everything. For some reason, I miss people, and then I go back over to the YouTube and I see comments that I never saw over here.
Yeah, it's different on the StreamYard side. You can you might get to see about half of the comments.
Yeah,
A lot of times what I'll do is I'll pull up the YouTube, and you can pop the chat out of the YouTube part. And then I'll have the YouTube chat actually sitting over here on top of the StreamYard chat. I can't even see the StreamYard chat.
Yes.
And you can see them a lot better like that. So I do suggest that. That
Eh,
helps.
Diana, I want to tell you, if you're ever up late at night, Meant to Be does a great live show on Friday and Saturdays. But she did one here a while back of a courthouse where a bunch of us got arrested,
Oh
and
no.
you ought to see the
He's
things she
fixing to
can
tell
do.
something on me, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! And what time?
Um,
Meant to be. What time does Meant to Be come on?
okay, she on Friday nights, your time. Okay, what time is it meant to be? Let her know you because she's in the same time zone as you. But she did one of a jailhouse where we got arrested, and she had these overlays on the screen. It was so funny. It had had us behind bars, and I was arrested for being a impersonating a rap star. Yeah, Lily
Awesome.
was arrested for playing Twister.
Naked Twister.
Oh, I
Naked
love.
Twister.
Naked Twister.
I
Awesome.
wasn't naked. There
She
was
was,
never any naked involved.
yeah,
Welcome, Sharnette. Welcome,
but
ZX.
they do charades.
I missed here. I'm sorry if I missed you because I'm not getting all of everybody here. Friday night, 10 p.m. Eastern for some campsite fun. Oh my gosh,
And,
everybody!
and and Meant to Be, she puts a lot of work into her shows. It's
Yeah,
she's fabulous
Yes,
at
yes.
producing those.
but she does
And
a
my
great.
hat's off to her. Love you, girl.
Well, we will
Wait
all
till
be
you
over
wait
there
till you
tomorrow night. We'll all be
wait till you.
because I don't come on every night now. I come on some nights. I don't come on every night. It's kind of a when I feel like it type of thing. Even though it's 10 p.m., it's
Yeah,
not. So we'll be over there tomorrow night. Meant to be.
cool.
We'll
Come
Uh,
up there with us some night,
yeah,
Diana.
yeah.
It's a lot of fun on screen too.
Well, and they do like charades, which is always fun.
Hey, that's
They'll have a
awesome,
panel
Joy.
up and do charades, or they'll play Hollywood Squares or something like that. So it's always a lot of fun over there. Check it out. She puts a lot of work into it. But
Yeah.
you guys will have a ball on the Friday night.
Meant to do the charades one night. Wasn't it charades? Was it charades on Meant to Be's? I can't remember. It seems like there was charades.
Probably. That's where I got in trouble for the Twister.
Awesome.
Who all remembers
Uh,
Twist?
You got 30 in the house right now. Woo woo.
Wow, that's
Woo!
thank
Sweet.
you. Well, I remember Twister. I mean, we played board games. We still play all. You know what? My computer here is actually sitting on board games. It's sitting on board games out here because I have all the board games out here. I have about 100 board games total because we don't watch TV. We don't play computer games, and so we play board games as a family.
I miss doing that.
I love board games. I miss them too.
I miss playing like Uno and Sorry and Backgammon and
Bubble.
checkers and chess.
Does anybody remember this game? I'm going to give you a game, and I don't think anybody remembers it. You can't buy it now. It doesn't exist. It was called King of the Hill.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
Yep.
I remember the cartoon.
King of the Hill. It was like a little mountain, and you had marbles, and you had to climb the mountain, but there was little holes in it, and if you hit one of those holes, your marble fell to the bottom.
Melnetti just
I think my
said
grandparents might have had that game.
Melnetti just said good night, everyone. Love you, Diana Brianne Fairchild, and remember you're never alone. That's
Oh,
right.
Thank you,
good night.
Melnetti. Oh, Melnetti,
Yeah.
thank you. Much love
Thanks
to
for
you.
coming
Thank
in. We really appreciate that.
Good night, Nettie. Love you.
Stay safe.
Love you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Mel Nettie. Everybody check out Mel Nettie's channel. Okay. Go over there and connect. Connect with each other because these are all great channels. If you don't recognize each other, they're all great channels. All great channels. And and that's what I've been blessed with has been amazing channels on my, I have amazing friends like you do, Gina, and you have amazing friends. And these are people that you have relationships with. They're not subs, and that's why I don't like to say subscribers. I don't like that word because people are not subscribers. They're friends. Unless they're a troll, then they're a subscriber.
That's
I
a
need
good
to take a minute, Diana. I'll be back in a couple minutes.
Oh, okay, Scott. Okay. Um, yeah,
Kenneth, you sure are quiet up there.
yeah,
I'm just listening.
All right.
Fordman,
I-
have you had any bad experiences on YouTube?
yes, I will say I have had trolls on my live streams before, but I've also have good mods, so um, they pretty much catch them before I even catch them, really.
Yeah,
And and I've also had trolls actually comment on like just a regular video that I upload in general, whether it be a taste test video or a sightseeing video or whatever, and I've had to go in and hide the user and block the user and things like that. So
yes, yes. So, and Journey, you were saying that you've had that. Gina's had that. I didn't ask Scott if he had that, but it's kind of like I think if you the more you're on here, you're going to get it. You're going to get people.
Absolutely.
You're going to get people that are negative, but you've got so many people who are positive. And it's like in person life, you're going to get people, maybe not quite like that, but you're going to get nasty people and you're going to get wonderful people.
Mhm. Yeah. And and sometimes they'll get your live stream shut down. That happened to me, and a very mean. That's even almost even worse than your words in somebody's chat. Is to get your whole live stream shut down for absolutely no reason. And that happened to me, and that's not fun at all.
Yes, yes. Yes, I think the good thing is, and maybe this is God's way of showing me that as I grow and as I'm expanding, because I'm doing it really, it's happening pretty quickly, that I need to rethink my approach on doing live streams, and and making sure that I always have great mods in place instead of coming up here by myself. I'm not, always make sure my mods are here when I go on.
Yes.
And making sure that I'm more prepared, I think, in the future, and not going it alone. And I just did a video called "Don't Go It Alone." Don't go it alone. And my gosh, this Discord, I haven't put it out. I just did it today. It was called, because I do about 10 videos a day, and I only put maybe 5 of them out. And it was called "Don't Go It Alone." Gather support whenever you're going through something, or even when you're reaching a goal, have support. Don't go it alone. And this is so perfect. Did you hear what I just said, Gina, about don't go it
Yeah.
alone?
I was just behind the bubble. I heard what you said.
And
Yeah, that's true.
perfect advice too.
Don't go it alone. And I think that the biggest lesson I have learned tonight, the biggest lesson going forward, is don't go it alone. Don't go. If I'm going live, don't go it alone.
Well, and that's why I have a lot of mods that I trust totally, and I do. I give wrenches out to everybody usually if they come to my lives a lot, but I'm kind of holding back on that right now. But I have enough mods, because I know everybody's got live. I'll always have 1 or 2 really good mods in my lives, and so I'm just fortunate that I have all these people that help me out. And I mean, trust me, I don't know a lot about computers and stuff like that, but I'm lucky that I know all these people that do know stuff and help me out, and Meant to Be is a big one that helps me and supports me mentally and on the phone. What do I do to copy paste again? Can you tell me? So but they're all I'm telling you, everybody that came over here are wonderful people that was from my live, and it was fun to raid you. I thought that would be cool, and come over here and kick some people out and show some love. Kick some butt. There we go.
I was so proud of them all for just let's go,
Yes. I mean, how amazing is that, to have those kind of friendships, Gina and Journey and Fordman, to have those kind of friendships, whether it's through our virtual life or in our in-person life. That's amazing. That's amazing to have those kind of friends,
Yeah.
and there again, this will be a video, I mean, it'll be a different kind of video, but a video about, don't go it alone. Well, I've already done the video, but I'm probably will put it out tonight, called Don't Go It Alone. And
Yeah.
because, success doesn't travel alone. Okay, success does not travel alone, and success travels with other people. And because you need the help of other people to travel that journey or a problem, you need the support, and you always need that support.
Yep. Well, here you go. Happy Place Camping, Gina Army kicking butt and taking names. There you go. And so we'll
She
we'll sound a little gangster here. I roll 20 deep, baby. When I go, I roll 20 deep. They rolled up in here. That's what I wanted, and that's what I mean. They're so loyal to me. I love them. I feel like I'm in such a big family that I've never had before, and
Yeah.
I can't say enough.
Yes, yes, and it's because you are a loving, wonderful person. When you're authentic,
I
and
agree.
when you let people see who you really are, it makes all the difference in the world. And that's how people love you for you. And each one of you are special. You just have to let yourself shine and let yourself be more vulnerable to let people get to know you. And I've let people get to know me. I'm grandma's porch, you
Yep.
know, but I thank you all so much. I'm going to do a video. I don't know what the video will be about, or how it'll be, but it's kind of like you have to push forward, and the value of great friends, the value of your friendships. Because when times get tough, and times will get tough in life, whether you are on the climb for success or whether a problem hits you. When my daughter took sick 2 years ago, she's fine now, but she almost died. And she had portal vein thrombosis. It was a suddenly. And I mean, it was very touch and go, very touch and go. And people just rallied around us. And I was amazed. People came out of the woodwork that I would have never dreamed of. And so I learned the value of a support system. You need that support system. Don't climb the success ladder without a support system. And that's my biggest lesson. I've been climbing a lot of this journey on my own. I mean, not really. I've had wonderful friends that's climbed it with me, but a lot of it I've been, kind of out there and doing my own thing. And I don't think I'm going to do it by myself anymore. I think I'm going to climb it with others.
There you go. Yeah, that's what As I'm growing, I'm trying to help other channels grow, and because I know how hard it is when you're stuck in the 400s or the 500s or the 600s. Because once you hit that 1,000, it's like a weight off your shoulder almost. And I try to help them out in my lives, and some lives are just about what's going on with me. But I've been trying to do channel shout out lives, and I think it help. I help a little bit, I think, but I have gained so many people that support my channel and are loyal to me. It's amazing, and I can't complain about it at all. It's just been a long week.
I love your shout outs, Tina. If I knew how to do the technical stuff, I would do it, but I don't know how to do the technical stuff. But I love your shout. Like we used to do Sunday shout out, and I love your Sunday shout outs.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I like doing those. Those are my favorite to do because I get to play music all the way through it. So that's what I really like. And I like the spotlight channels. My last spotlight was on Journey via Lily Lens, and she's a wonderful photographer, guys. Check her channel out. If you like looking at pictures and listening to a beautiful voice talk about what's going on in the video or whatever, it's awesome. And you'll fall in love with that channel. You go check it out for sure.
Thank you.
Yes.
You're welcome, my friend.
I if I could shout you all out by making like a Sunday video, I would do that. Maybe that'll come. Maybe my son can help me with that or something like that. And but you're all just amazing, absolutely amazing. Journey, you're not doing lives right now, Journey?
I am fixing to resume doing lives. So it'll be my first live in a couple of months.
Well, I hope you let me know, or Gina can let me know, or somebody can let me know, so I can come over there and support you.
That would
And
be
Yeah,
awesome. Thank
you
you.
know, one of the things that Gina knows that I do, once I've been to your channel at least once, and I know who you are and what you're about, I always share y'all out. That's the first thing, don't I, Gina? I come on
Yes,
there.
she does.
yeah.
Whoever I come to, that immediately, that's the first thing before I say hello, I've shared you out. And then I say, hi, I shared you out. Because
And
it's a,
I'm also known as Lily Gypsy Child. So if y'all hear that name, know that that's who I am as well. I have one channel. Originally it was Lily Gypsy Child, and now it's this. And but I'm always going to be Lily Gypsy Child. A lot of people say we don't know what to call you now, and I was like, call me whatever you want. Just
yes,
show up. That's all.
You.
yes, yes. You know what I'm going to do when I get off, and maybe not tonight, but tomorrow, because I'm not going to do it live tomorrow night. I've been kind of doing it every other night or every third night now because I'm kind of building up towards going back to my college schedule. And what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go back and I'm going to make you a mod, Journey. I'm going to make you a mod, and I'm going to make Fordman you a mod so that I have. And Scott, you're already a mod, right?
Yep.
Okay, and I'm going to make more people from your crew, Gina, and you might even let me know later, or um, privately, which who I can make mods, so that if they come on here, the more the better.
I would like to say something to someone in your chat. Bang time pull. Do not ask. I mean, this is up to Diana, but I think she feels the way I do. Don't ask people to drop your link. We will drop your link. But don't ask. That's just not good etiquette for stepping into a live like that. But we'll get to you, darling. Don't stress on it.
Yep. I'm not a grow channel. So, I'm just a grandma channel, and we kind of come on here and we just kind of talk about whatever. But you can you come up here, you get to know each other, you see the
Yep.
things behind the name. And that's kind of what I kind of pick up where the growth channels leave off. They grow, to get your people to come in, and I come on to get you to meet each other. That's kind of what I do.
It's about actually getting to know each other. It's not about just dropping a link.
Right.
Yeah.
Because as
Yeah.
we
It's about
know,
getting
many
to know.
times when in those kind of places, when that happens, they'll snap you up right quick, and the next day they're gone.
Yes.
And they've already got your vote. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Bang time, that's
cool.
fine. Don't worry about that bang time. You know what? Let me tell you something. Bang time. I went on somebody's live one day, and they I don't know, they were not real nice to me, because I think I said, can I drop my link? I think I did the same thing, and they weren't nice to me. And so you know what? It's no big deal, because we all
So this is like a lot of the times when I go into a stream like that, I'll ask what's the format, right?
right.
What's
That's what
the
I
format of the chat? Who's dropping links? Are links dropped? How's this work, right? So
the way I
generally, what happens with me if I find someone interacting with me in the chat, I'll interact back with them, right? So that's pretty much how I do it.
That's how it works. That's how it should work.
Yeah.
Right. And what
Yeah.
I've started doing, I'm not saying I'm a grow channel, but I do want to help people grow on some of my lives.
Oh, me too.
I'm doing lives to get my hours. I do some lives though for interviews, and then those it's not about dropping links only for the person that's on my stage. And I think most of my people know that, and but I get a lot of new people in, and I just tell them. So from now on, if I have enough mods in there, I have them drop the links, and I just pick 2 people out that I know, or that maybe if one of my mods can go check their channel out before I shout them out. And that's kind of the format I took tonight, and it seemed to work well. But I do have a lot of mods that are very fast, very efficient, and down to business. That's what I love about them, and they do it for free. So I always tell my mods to drop their own links, their during the show because that is payback. And I try to mod for anybody I can help out. I'm not a great mod. I'm not that fast, but I can kind of keep an eye and say hi to everybody.
And then sometimes I have to say that, we kind of split it up, us mods. We just kind of know what each one is going to do. And so, say it's Happy Place Camping or Meant to Be, whoever, they're really fast at dropping the links, which is great. But that leaves us other mods able to leave our eyes on the chats.
Yep.
You don't want everybody chasing those links to get them and bring them back because then eyes are off chat.
Yeah, absolutely.
You've got to have those. You've got to have the dedicated eyes on the chat as well. So I think we all kind of work as a great team because we know who, I don't want to say better, but faster at dropping a link or getting to them faster or whatever. And then the rest of us can kind of concentrate on what's going on in the chat.
Right. Yep. Well, and Miss Southern Belle here has a good point. You see, if you have something in common, tell them to tell about their channel in the chat. So have them type in what their channel is about before you drop it.
I like that.
Yep. And and I'm gonna tell you exactly where this got me the other day. On the day that I had a big crowd, I think maybe I had 50 in there. And this channel that got on, started attacking me, was in the chat, and I dropped his link. I had everybody run the link because I thought he was legit, but I hadn't put 2 and 2 together yet. I dropped his link, and not 2 hours later did I find out through Facebook the young man that those videos belong to. And when I went live with him is when it all started. But see, I didn't know that channel that well. I didn't know all the bad things about that channel. He
was on a live with us the night before, and we had on Meant to Be's. He was right up in there with us behind the bubble.
Yeah. And so,
we let our guard down for that long. We let our guard down. We knew not to let somebody up there that did not come out from behind the bubble. And for whatever reason, we just kind of let our guard down. And don't do it. Keep your guards up. Don't forget, what's going on and how people connect.
So let me ask y'all, because you've all been on public a lot longer than I have. I've only really been on really public five full months.
You're rocking it.
So what I want to know from each of you, your biggest piece of advice to me, because I'm really a newbie. I really don't, I'm learning. I'm just sharing. All I do is come on here and share my wisdom, my daily insights that I believe are God inspired. And so that's what I do. I don't really focus on the YouTube part of it. So what is your biggest piece of advice to me?
Research. So if someone asks for the link to drop, research that channel. Go directly to their channel. See if it's a legitimate channel. See if, or if it's a dead channel, or what's actually on that channel. They research that channel because because what happens is when you invite something like that into your channel, it immediately infects every aspect of your of the environment in the chat for one, and then things happen that like happened in Van Life's situation where things escalated to the point where it got out of hand, and then things were said that were superly inappropriate, and it scared the hell out of a lot of people. So that's why it's so important that when you do that and you have someone there and that wants to come up, you go research the hell out of that channel, any of them, and like you said, after that happened, you weren't gonna let anyone up there for a little while because it was scary, right?
It was scary. It was scary
to a very terrifying level on Gina's end of it. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, about by 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, my time, which was Lily's and Meant to Be's early morning hours, it was getting scary. It was to the point of threats, death threats, and so.
And that's how I feel. That's how I feel the same feeling right now because that's what I had. That's what happened to me. You know,
Well,
I
you
mean,
know, and from experience, I mean, I'm tired tonight, but it's tired because I stayed up all night that night and all day the next day, and I couldn't relax. And I finally when I went to sleep that next night, I woke up and was ready to kick butt on my next live. I said, you know, I'm not going to let this happen. I'm not going to let somebody put me in a corner. Nobody puts
Nope.
baby in a corner, you know.
That's right.
You know, and so it's that's how I felt about it, and I couldn't probably have felt that way without the support I have in this community. I mean, I had so many phone calls and texts and messages from everybody worried about me because they hadn't seen me, and I'm just like, wow, you know. And so that gave me strength, that lifted me up. And you know what, Diana, we're gonna lift you up, my friend. You don't let this get you down. Do not let this get you down. This is child's play. What they're doing, it's stupid. And you know, best thing to do is go on with your everyday shows and everyday videos, and don't let it stop you, because if you do, they win.
Have you all noticed that since you've all came to my rescue, that no one has come back? They'd come. Have y'all noticed that? Because we have.
They know we mean business.
Yeah, for sure.
No one has come back. No one has come back since you've all been here with me. But
my advice is going to be, don't forget what your channel is about and why you started YouTube in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And I know for you, Diana, it is to uplift people.
Like
so if you need to go look in the mirror and have one of those conversations with yourself, do that.
Yeah. Thank you. That's great advice.
So you're gonna have channels that are gonna have good motives for why they're why we're here, and then you're gonna have other ones that their motives aren't good at all. They're very unhealthy, right? Yeah. And that's what. So you asked. So I was asked earlier, you asked me, like, my advice. My advice is to always be aware of your surroundings. Always.
Absolutely.
Right?
And I am. You know, in person, I never let down my guard. And like when I'm out running, I've always got protection on me. And you know, when I'm running, because I run alone, and I'm always alert. I'm always alert to my environment, and that's great advice, Scott. And what Journey just said, she just said that make sure you know who you are, and what your channel is about. And my channel has always been about just sharing what I'm inspired that day to share for whoever wants to hear it. It's about lifting other people up. That's it. That's all my channel is. And it's about making friends.
That's why we love you, Diana Brienne Fairchild. That's why we love you.
That's
why I fell in love with your channel.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I was never on here to be monetized or anything. It was just to share what I gave my kids all those years. My kids have had all this stuff, this wisdom, and now I'm just sharing it out to the world. Fordman, let me ask you, what would be your biggest suggestion or your biggest piece of advice to a newbie, which I am, to YouTube?
Well, my biggest advice would be always make sure that you have mods available when you do live streams. That way, if you get somebody strange that shouldn't be on your live stream, it can zap it pretty quick. I'll tell you another good moderator to make is Story Has It. She is a moderator for my channel, and her real name is Karen Story, but her YouTube channel is called Story Has It, and she is like real quick. I mean, if somebody comes on your live stream that shouldn't be on it, she'll zap it way before you even see it yourself.
Good, thank you. So your piece of advice is have great moderators.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is. I'm telling you, there's some fast moderators. There's moderators that are good at saying hello to people. I mean, it's just finding the right people And the crew that came over here with me, most of them have wrenches on my show.
Yes.
But they're very, very, they have no problem blocking somebody. And I tell my mods, if you feel that they need to be blocked, I wouldn't have made you a mod if I didn't trust you. You
Right.
know, as far as when it comes to that. And I do throw links out to people when I'm shouting people out, but I probably won't be doing that as much. I don't want to hurt any feelings, but, I might throw them a link so they can drop their channel link, or throw them a wrench so they can drop their link before the end of my show. But then I just go back and take them away and give them to them at the right time again.
And that
But
creates a lot of work too, for yourself,
it does.
Gina. And
Yeah,
although Gina is such a gracious and a giving person, I don't know that that's always the best thing to do. And
yeah,
so
that's true.
I
That's
think
true.
she's going to kind of rethink that, like she
Yeah.
said, and giving
Then you ended
everybody
up
a
with
wrench
you end
is
up
not
with a lot
always
of
a
people
good
that
thing,
feel that
because
are obligated to that wrench,
a
right?
moderator cannot get rid of another moderator.
Right.
Right. That's a problem. That's
So
where it became.
you can get yourself into a dangerous or an ugly mess really quick. So
Yep.
That's what happened to me in that live. Somebody that I had made a mod, nobody could block them, so I had to go through, find them, unmod them, and then block them myself. But yeah, that's a good point. Very good point.
yeah.
And I know
And then
everybody
we
that
did
follows
have
me.
a meeting after that, and that was my first question to Gina is, in that situation, what do you want me to do? Because I was
Yep.
thinking I need to block that person, but I didn't exactly know who the person was, and I didn't want to block the wrong person. I wasn't familiar with the person. And since she had made that person a moderator, it kind of threw me off a little bit. And I'm like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I'm not sure what to do here.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so I know now that if I have that instinct, I need to just swipe them right out of it. They're gone.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
And I mean, there's people that are fast mods. Mel Netty, Live in Free Zip Code is a very fast mod. Meant to Be is a very fast mod. But for me, when I'm on, I'm good at saying hello to everybody, but I do keep an eye on the chat. It's just usually somebody will get them before me, but I can drop links. But I'm not a fast mod. I do everything like that on my phone. But that's the trick in my books, is find some good mods and have good mods other than your normal good mods, because not everybody's available when you go live. And that's why I do have a lot of good mods that I trust.
And not one person can do it, that's for sure. That's like I was saying earlier about, having them split up. These mods drop link, and these mods are doing the greeting and the
and I have like when people are like, when I had 50 in my stream, I couldn't see everybody. I was missing them as they were coming in. And Meant to Be was
so fast. It's hard on
Meant to Be was messaging me and telling me questions that they were asking. I couldn't keep up with the stream. And so that's another thing that she does for me as a mod too. She'll be doing that, watching the chat for questions, and see that I didn't see it. She'll send it to me, and then I answer the question, or I keep an eye on what she says, or hey, she'll tell me somebody came into the show, you missed saying hello or whatever. And so that's another good thing a mod does, for me. And that's another job of a mod, and these people do this for free. So I always try to show them my appreciation and love, because what, it's a job. No matter how you look at it, it's a job.
Yes, absolutely. And Journey, you're so right about that. And that's another thing I'm so glad you said that, because
crazy. Anne's awesome.
That goes along with what Fordman said. I'm going to be very, very careful who I make mods. But, like Gina's crew, I know them. And so I will make them mods if they happen to be here. And, but yes, I'm going to be very, very careful of that now. I agree, because a lot of people constantly ask me to make the mods, and I don't want to unless I know them. I have to know them now. Because this is not a growth channel. You can grow on my channel. I'm very happy if, my mods drop your link, but I'm not technically a growth channel. I am a grandma channel, a wisdom channel, and we come here to talk and connect and friend. And I'm a shout out channel, meaning that I will shout you out, but I'm not
Yeah.
a growth channel. So there's no
Right,
real
right.
need
Yeah.
for me to drop a lot of wrenches. Gina, what
Hey,
is your
Dar-
piece of
oh,
advice
go ahead.
from your one biggest piece of advice?
For a new channel?
Yep. For me.
Oh, for you? No, have many mods. Be confident in your mods. Don't let it show that it gets you on screen, because it did happen in my live. It started going down in my live before I ever got off. I got my first threat while I was on live.
So did I.
So it was and it was coming through my phone, so I was kind of just like, what? And so my mistake in that situation was I kind of let it show, but I ended my stream quickly. It wasn't meant to be a long stream. It was just meant to show this guy that he's been found out. And that's what happened. That's what I did. I wanted to warn our community, and that's what I did. So my best advice is, if it happens, don't let it show. You know what? You got thumbs down. You got as many thumbs down as I did that night. I got 6 thumbs down. So don't let that bother you. You know why? Because that's just as good interaction as a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Trust me.
It's just
Absolutely, and that's
interaction.
exactly
Thumbs up or
correct.
When,
thumbs
when,
down, don't matter.
when you get thumbs down, know that that means you made it. That means you did
Yeah,
it. So
absolutely. Yes, that's exactly correct.
Has any one of your friends from that night or since then, besides me, had this situation?
yes.
So this is kind of
through emails. I'm not going to say who, but there's been several that have gotten threats through emails, and most of them have been mods or people that follow me, people that I follow. Threats on Instagram, threats in emails. But you know what? They just don't pay attention to it.
right.
The problem, the what I wanted to do was warn the community, because this person had snuck into this community and just kind of eased his way in. And the only way to do it was bust it open. And I mean, bottom line, that was the only way. Because the community I'm in is huge. And so, yeah, my best advice is don't let it show in your face. Don't let it show in your actions. Move on. I know we've talked about it a lot tonight, but I know how you're feeling. So talking about it helps. But know this.
I have to tell you, I got a big husband. I mean, my husband.
There you go.
And I got 2 young men, sons who are big.
You're not meant to be. Love you.
All right. Yeah, I got to get off here too, guys. I got my back killing me
Well,
sitting
you know
here.
what? I'm going to go to. I've been on 3 hours, I think. I want to thank everybody first of all. Journey, thank you so much for your support. And I want to make you, if whoever wants to friend me, I kind of need you. I need to recognize your name over on Facebook, so that if you friend me, I'll accept you. So if I don't accept you, it's because I don't recognize the name. So I need to some way know your name.
I think when you see my Facebook and you see the Lily, you're going to know who it is. It's
Okay.
very similar name.
And when you see my friend request is just Kenneth Oaks.
Okay.
Because in actuality, that is my real name.
Okay. And so whoever friends me over there, and I want to make you all friends so that I can communicate. And I thank you all so much. You've all touched me. Gina, all of your friends that came to your family that came over here with me tonight. You, Gina, and you brought the rescue team over here to save me. And Scott was here, and Scott held his own wonderfully. But I was in need of a lot of support tonight. And I just want y'all to know, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And
No problem.
when I come to your channels, I will be
Okay.
there to support you and encourage you, shout you out and everything. You've all been wonderful to me. And Scott, I thank you so much for being there for me. Foreman, Journey, Gina, I love you. And everyone in the chat, thank you. And new friends, old friends, Gina's friends, my friends, everybody, thank you so very, very, very much.
You're
Good
very
night,
welcome.
darling. Good night.
I also have a live stream tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Thank you, Foreman. And message me and make sure that I'm there. Because I know meant to be is going to have one at 10. So I'll just jump from one to the other because I'm not going on tomorrow night.
Okay.
So, Okay.
All right. Good night. Thank you
Good
for
night,
having
everyone.
me.
Thanks for allowing me to come
Good to
on.
meet you,
Good night,
Scott.
everybody.
Good to
Bye,
Thank
meet
Good
you.
seeing
Melissa.
you
as
again.
well.
Thank you. Thank you. And now, Scott, thank you so much again. And, Scott, maybe, when I go on, maybe I'll kind of coordinate it with you too. Okay. So that I'm not here by myself.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure. I think that'd be a great idea.
And you've been super through the whole thing. You didn't miss a beat. And I really appreciate that. I really appreciated that. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I appreciate your message, and so I looked like, oh no, because I wanted to be here like right away, right? So I don't know if how long you were on. Were you on here for about a half an hour before I showed up? Because I know there's orders here. Yeah, so
Probably. Well, I was so grateful that you were here with me. Thank you so much. And you didn't miss a beat, and you did wonderful. And, you're amazing. And I thank you. So we're going to say goodnight. I'm going to keep you up here while I say goodnight. So, because I'm not by myself, I don't want to be by myself anymore. I'm not going to come by myself. So, little old scared me. I'm not scared. I'm grandma. So grandma, she's tough, but I just don't want to come up by myself. Grandma was smart. She never traveled alone. So you don't travel alone. Success does not travel alone. That's the biggest lesson I learned tonight. Success travels with friends, true
yeah,
friends.
for
And that's
sure.
what I'm going to do on this journey now, coming closer to 10,000. I'm going to travel this journey with the friends. I'm not going to do it by myself anymore. And that's the way it's going to be. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, everybody
Thank
here.
you, Deanna, Brianna, for the help.
Wonderful. Undell, thank you. Undell, thank you so much for your support during this challenging night. Thank you so much. Monkey Glitz, thank you for being here. Adventure, Cindy, Robert, Mac, and H, and anybody else I missed because I don't get all of
You're all very super appreciated, everybody.
thank you. And Larry Oki, thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, God bless you all. And as I always say, I pray blessings over all of you. I pray God's favor all over you. I pray God's protection all over you. And so from my house to your house, may God bless you. And I hope to talk to y'all soon again. Love you all much. Good night.
Good night, everybody.